It's me. I'm here. I hope I scared someone by screaming. Hello. What's up, Andrew, Glory, Allardell, Gus, Sexy, Elianis. Hello, everybody. Okay, good. Sexy Evil Gay is here. I'm allowed to start now. What's up, Kat? Great to see you again. Hello, 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 howdy. Hello, hello. Oh my God, how you guys been? Oh my, I feel like I literally say this every stream, but it feels like it's been forever since I streamed. I should turn the music down. Actually, you know what? I'll keep that there, but I'll just turn it down here. As holy cow, I don't know. I am so happy you pronounced your username right. You got it. You got it. I mean, you've been around for over a year. I better be pronouncing it right by now. Yo, Jeremy, Neil, Cameron, Blissy, Petals, Valhalla, Jeremiah, Patrick, Ruffy, Olive. What's up, Olive? Good to see you. Felipe. Oh, man. Has it been? It has to have been at least a year, Allardell. Like, at least since you've been around in the Discord? Hell, absolutely. Tomadesti, good to see ya. Is Expert supposed to be the scoundrel naming? Yeah, Expert seems like it's going to be Skill Monkeys. I'm excited to get into it. I'm just giving people the last few minutes here to get in here before it hits like 2 p.m. I have not looked at this at all yet, and I'm so hyped to finally take a look. Yo, Lucci, good to see you, Lucci. And Mabs, great to see y'all, great to see y'all. Neil, longtime viewer, first-time texter, let's go. Great to have you in here. Cat, started a puzzle and realized the universe is putting me in a Hallmark movie situation. Cat, what does that mean? Is that like super hyper generic Hollywood movie setup? Yo, what's up, Vincent? I like the playtest, interesting changes. I'm excited. I'm honestly almost 2 years Allardell. Let's go. I am so curious to see what they did to Ranger. I want to see Ranger so bad. That's true. Yeah, all of the expert classes also get expertise. That's a big connecting point. Nonat saying my name gives me serotonin. Petals. Petals in the breeze. Oh, for those wondering, our drink of choice today, left over, because I didn't finish it last night. We got a Smirnoff Ice Smash, which is just sugar water, but it's 8% alcohol, which is great. And then I have a backup cocktail in the back. Yo, Andrew!
I may have COVID, be suffering, lacking in smell and taste, but I am a man of my word. You produced content, therefore I tip $10.
Thank you for $10. They updated OBS. How do I get my freaking? Oh my god, my hair looks weird. My hair's like up in gel, but when it's mixed with my headphones, it looks horrible. I'm trying to find, where is my action bar, for lack of a better term. They updated freaking Streamlabs, so I can't see. Set up bot tipping, activity feed. There we go. Okay, got it back. We're good. I got my activity feed back. We're good. We're back. Everything's fine. Yo, what's up, Zeke? We'll be listening to you whilst I edit some clips. Let's go. What you editing, Zeke? Do I know UA class options that they published before Tasha? I don't know of many of them, no. I know, like Mystic came out a while back and everyone hated it because it was completely broken. I was talking to the RuneSmith about that the other day, which was interesting because I did not even know that was a thing. I use Streamlabs. Of course! I'm not going to use freaking, or wait, is this... No, sorry, Stream Elements. No, I get them confused and I hate it because Streamlabs is the terrible one. Stream Elements is the good one. Yes, I use Stream... It's hard because it's just under OBS Studio. Trimming some pottery. Let's go. It's 11 a.m. Too early to start drinking. Hey. It's 2 p.m. It's after lunch. I got my work done. I've been scripting next week's video. I'm very excited. I'm going to hold this just far enough from the camera that you can't quite make out what it says, but we got notes. If anyone wants to CIA this and zoom enhance to figure out what it says, you're allowed, but we got notes. Next week's video is going to be fun. I'm excited for it. Your only hint is that it's going to be going back to an old series, but it's a series that only got one video. Computer enhance. Mystic was 10 pages. Clips for a narrative declaration, your 2E live show. Let's go! Your favorite one? That's awesome. Old series. Before Trasha, they tried the Ranger favorite enemy, but decided to choose a much weaker option. And now introduces the same change. Weird. Okay. Alright. Yo, what's up, Gohan? Good to see you. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. All right. I say it is 2 p.m. Do y'all want to keep the music on or not? Do you want me to turn the music off? Keep it on. I can disable loops so it actually goes through different songs and it's not the same song the whole time. Call me your radio. I'll be your bard this evening. Tell me what you want to hear. Music on, off. Except they didn't add steady aim for rogues. Maybe a bit lower. Off, music on. Looks like we're gonna meet in the middle and just keep it low, which again, I wanna do it like this. We'll keep it low. We'll keep it very, very loop. Canceled loop, different songs? Alright, yeah, I'll turn loop off. Cool, that should start going through the playlist. Hopefully. Let me try. Next. Ha! Nope. What if I do this? And then if I hit next? Good. Okay, we're in business. Good. But that's the same one we were just listening to, so let's skip that one. Cool. Alright, we are in business. We got music. Let's talk. You can be my bard, but you have to roll to seduce. I choose not to, GM. I choose not to roll to seduce the audience. Thank you very much. So, for those of you who aren't aware, this is the OneD&D playtest covering 3 classes. And not only are we getting our first glimpse of these classes, but we're also getting a glimpse at their new class group system. They're definitely not roles, and this definitely has nothing to do with Pathfinder 4th Edition's role system. These are class groups. It's completely different. Basically, there's going to be 4 confirmed groups of classes, and they are Expert, Warrior, Mage, and Priest. Pathfinder 4th Edition? Wait, did I say Pathfinder 4th Edition? Yeah, wait, you guys didn't see Paizo's announcement? You guys didn't see the announcement of 4th Edition? Sorry, D&D 4th Edition. And apparently, yeah, I keep hearing AD&D had the same thing as well. Yo, what's up, First Last? Good to see you. So yeah, it's Bard. I want to see if I can do this off memory. Bard, Ranger, and Rogue are expert classes. Fighter, Barbarian, and Monk are warrior classes. Wizard, Sorcerer, and Warlock are mage classes. And Druid, Cleric, and Paladin are priest classes. And then Artificer is also an expert class. They skipped right to 4th. Yeah, they're actually going there. It's going to be a no dice system. Pathfinder 4th Edition is actually going to be played using a deck of cards. Every time you make an attack roll, you need to completely reshuffle the deck. And then you draw a card, and then you'll add your bonus. So, like, this would be a 3 to attack. But because it's diamonds, and I took the diamond dust feat on my fighter, I actually get to double the face value as long as it's not a 10 or higher. This is actually a 6, which, because I'm a fighter, is a critical hit. Do you throw a burrito with the stack of... Yeah, all attack rolls, you actually have to hit the GM with the burrito. Oh, man. The name's Pathfinder Adventures. Is that the card game? Oh, my God. All right, let's go. Expert classes. 3 classes appear. Yep. Feats. There are class feats, which I've been told are only for the class groups. So they're like meeting halfway, where current 5th edition doesn't have any feats for like specific classes, and Pathfinder 2e has feats for specific classes. OneD&D is going to have feats for groups of specific classes. So there will be expert class feats. So basically, these feats will be takeable by Bard, Ranger, and Rogue. And the first thing I want to know, and we'll see when we get here, hopefully we get through here, is whether or not you can take these feats with 1 level of multi-class. We're going to find out. All right, spell list, rules, glossary. This is playtest, how to playtest. Yeah, I play. This is actually something that has been sort of in the talks a lot, is the power level. People are very, very, very upset because apparently this new stuff is either insanely powerful or quasi-useless. I have heard almost everything in this playtest is either completely game-breaking or not useful in any way. So I'm excited. Let's go. Disappointingly, there currently aren't very many class-only feats, but there are some. Are there some? Interesting. Parts of a class. Primary ability. Primary ability of a class is critical to some of the class's features. When you create your character, that ability is a great place to put one of your highest scores. Similarly, whenever you... ASIs are feats now? They flipped it on its head. It used to be ASI or a feat. But now you take a feat, and one of those feats can be an ASI. That's weird. That doesn't change anything. That's technically still how it works. It's just making ASI a feat. That seems so... What a useless change. And then to multi-class, you need at least 13 of the primary ability of all classes. It's streamlining. I guess it changes perspective. It makes feats... Oh, feats do now have all of ASI. Maybe I was wrong about that in my prediction video. Let's see if all feats have ASIs going forward. More complexity. Rebranding. I guess it makes sense for a new player. It is one less thing to learn as a new player. It's easier to say, you get a feat. This is one of those feats, than you can increase an ability score, or take a feat, where they have to learn what both of them do. That's fair. You know what? Actually, I respect that. Class group. Each class is a member of a class group, a set of classes that have certain features and themes in common. Sure. Okay, oh, I was right here. Yeah, Diviner Primal. It's interesting, though, because that means... I wonder if Divine Sorcerers are going to be considered priests. Like, it says mages specifically use Arcane, and priests specifically use Diviner Primal. Is a Divine Sorcerer going to be considered a priest? I wonder if that's going to be a thing, if some subclasses are going to change your class group. Probably, honestly. That would be an interesting way to do things. Now think about this now, them never think on future. Maybe they won't have rules to support Divine Sorcerer. Divine Sorcerers still have Arcane, they just have access to Divine. Oh, is that how it works? Okay. You can use Divine or Arcane. That'll be interesting. I'll be interested to see what they do. Artificer is an expert. Yeah, okay. For example, only members of the mage group might be able to attune to a particular magic item. That's something I love. That is something that I want in Pathfinder. I want a magic item prerequisite that only lets certain classes use it. That would let you get around so many scary design corners caused in no small part by the fighter. You know, I like to meme that the fighter's broken. It's not necessarily broken, it's just good at what it does. But you cannot actively give anybody bonuses to attack rolls because then a fighter can use it. But if you make an item that can be used by, you know, only the Bard, Ranger, and Rogue that gives a +1 to attack rolls, that's so cool. Because that means it can't be abused by the fighter. It would be really, really neat. Ranger can qualify as warrior for the fighting style feats even though they aren't a warrior. Okay, interesting. But yeah, that's something I would love to see in Pathfinder, is class-specific magic items. This is my favorite sentence. When creating a party of adventurers, one way to form a well-rounded group is to include at least one member of each class group. You mean like one person for each role? No. No, they're not roles. No one has to fill a role. We just recommend you have one of each class group. Oh, so like a tank, DPS, and support. No. We mean like a warrior and a mage. It's just more interesting. It's like they're trying so hard to avoid the video game and 4th edition D&D terminology. Yeah. Creating a member of this class. Yeah, sure. Hit points, proficiencies, armor training, equipment, and how to use the multi-classing rules with the class. Okay. Sorry, can't watch rewatching Lilo and Stitch. You know, fair priorities. All right, class features. Subclasses, cool. Seems like it's all the same. 3 class highlights. All 3 classes have new features, as well as revisions. When a class offers a decision, a suggested choice is usually presented. Okay, so this is something that they talked about in the release trailer. All spellcasters are now... what's up, Kay? Welcome. All spellcasters are now given a suggested spell list. You can still choose whatever spells you want, but honestly, for a new player, I think this is kind of nice. Like, I think Pathfinder 2e does the same thing with the little sidebar characters on the side during the class feat section. But I think having suggested spell lists for each class is kind of cool. 4th edition gets extremely convoluted at high levels. So does 5th edition. Honestly, so does Pathfinder. Not as bad. Pathfinder's a little better because of the balanced math, but it's still so hard to run at high levels, to correctly balance things. And that's not honestly, half the time it's not even because of the numbers. It's because of the abilities. You know, when every character can fly, and every character can turn invisible, and half the characters can wipe people's memories, and the other half can break someone's neck with a glance, you know, it's so hard to balance around that. Each class's old 20th level feature has been moved to 18th level, opening up 20th level for epic boons. I don't know what that means. I'm sure we'll get to it. All right, let's talk Bard. Do you know how confusing this is going to be? I keep seeing, like, the first thing I thought is I saw Bard, Expert, and I'm like, they start with Expert proficiency in something? I've been playing way too much Pathfinder. Like, that's not fair. Capstone feats that any class can take. Why Wizards of the Coast doesn't steal D&D 4 or Pathfinder 2 solution to increase HP on first level? I don't know. I don't know why HP is still so low in 5th edition. It's dangerous, you know? Well, when a wizard has 10 constitution, they have, like, 6 hit points. Play less Pathfinder. You play too much. I have to do research! I'm doing work, Mom! I'm not just playing with my friends eating Doritos. It's research. Invoking magic through music, dance, and verse. Bards are experts at inspiring others, soothing hurts, disheartening foes, and creating illusions. Okay, yeah, it's a bard. It's a bard, it's a bard, it's a bard, it's a bard, it's a bard. Knowledge of many subjects, develop an aptitude to do almost anything well. Yeah, okay, masters of many things. Yep. It can sometimes be hard to spot the difference between those performers and bards. A bard's life is spent one. Okay, yeah, it's just lore. It's just what's a bard. Cool. They're Cheetos, Mom, not Doritos. Get it right. No, we don't have Pathfinder at home. Okay, so we got spells per level, which looks about the same. This all looks about the same. There's so guaranteed feats at the same levels as ASIs right now. 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay. Guaranteed feats, Bardic Inspiration, Songs of Restoration. Interesting. All right. We have TTRPG at home. I like Pathfinder's spooky bards. Pathfinder bards are interesting because there's so much more about spell casting. Like, obviously, the D&D bard is a spellcaster, but it is specifically a jack of all trades, whereas Pathfinder is much more a spellcaster with a lot of skill proficiencies. Stop playing Pathfinder on your Nintendo and do your homework. Creating a bard. Consult the following list: 1d8 health plus con mod. 1d8 or 5 plus your con mod, sure. Dex and charisma, deception, performance, persuasion, sure. Oh. Wait, are class skills not a thing anymore? Can any class take any skills? Like, I get this for backgrounds. Backgrounds are fine. But the skills being tied to your profession makes sense. Like, you're a bard. It's interesting, I guess, that you, like, oh, that was always a bard thing? Oh, okay, bards are unique. Okay. I thought that was a 1D&D change. Thank you for telling me. Can any class, let's skip ahead to Ranger real quick. Ranger. Okay, it is just bards. Okay, you're right. Thank you for pointing that out. I would have gone on a 5-minute rant about that. Gotcha. Thank you. Simple weapons. It's just interesting that bards don't have to take performance. It's weird to me that bards can opt not to take performance. Light armor, dagger, entertainer's pack, leather armor, musical instrument, short sword, 18 gold. Or take 100 gold? Isn't base gold in the normal game now, like right now, isn't it like 6d4? Bards prepared casters, we're just going to accept. Are they prepared casters now? We'll get there. Performances for wimps. 100 gold seems like a lot. Yeah. Holy cow. Ability score minimum. You need at least a 13 charisma. If your bard isn't your initial class, here are the proficiencies you gain when you take your first bard level. Oh. Was this in the core rulebook in 5e? Because, like, I don't think it was. Like, specific details on what you get with a multi-class level. I don't remember that was in the original one, which I like. Armor training, you gain light armor training. It was? Okay, I thought you just had to look at proficiencies and you just got them all. Spell slots. Armor proficiency is now armor training, since before armor proficiency was the only proficiency that didn't use your proficiency bonus. That makes sense. I actually like that. It's a lot clearer. Spell slots. Add all your bard levels to the appropriate levels from other classes. Add all your bard levels to the appropriate levels from other classes to determine your available spell slots. Do all classes have the same number of spell slots? And so if you're a level 2 bard, level 2 sorcerer, do you just get 4 first level, 3 second level? Is that how it works now? So, I'll start with what I like about this. I like that this means you can't double down and get an insane amount of spell slots. Or not necessarily an insane amount of spell slots, but, you know, like a paladin who went into sorcerer got tons of spell slots that they could use to smite. But now, every spellcaster... Oh, you have to... So is everybody a prepared caster now? Since they all share spell slots, is everything prepared? Paladin does count as 1/2. It does say from the appropriate levels from all other classes. Interesting. The death of spontaneous casting. I'll be interested to see it and compare it. Like, here, actually, you know what I can do? I can grab the normal bard right now off my bookshelf and compare it here. Where are you? You're down here. Come here. Okay, bard. Let's look at bards. Thanks, I hate it. Sorcerer is a prepared caster. Let me see. Barbarian. Bard. Where's bardic spellcasting? That's cleric. Bards. Spell slots. Like, it's hard, because they don't use the term spontaneous spellcasting in 5e. To cast one of these spells, you must expend a slot of the spell's level or higher. Yeah. Whereas versus now, let's find actual spell slot information. Okay. You have learned to cast spells through your bardic arts. The information below details how you use those rules. There's the suggested spells. Yeah. Where's the spell casting? The number of different spells you can prepare of each level. Prepared, you actually have to prepare them. See, this is fascinating to me. Because they're trying to make the game simpler, but prepared spellcasting is inherently more complicated than spontaneous. Spontaneous casting is, you know the spell, you can cast the spell. Making every single character have to prepare specific spells per day? That's what was so great about making... The Sorcerer was an awesome first-time character. You can prepare spells, but a specific number per level. You prepare on a per-level basis rather than X number of spells total. 2 0-level and 2 first-level spells. Just call them cantrips. Come on, stop calling them 0-level spells. It's confusing. At higher levels in the class, you can prepare more spells. Okay. Yeah. They want to make it so people can switch between combat spells and flavorful spells? But you still can't. If they wanted people to be able to use both, they would give them spontaneous. Because if you don't know what's coming up in the day... Like, again, if you think it's going to be a combat day, and you prepare Magic Missile twice and Color Spray... and then no combat happens, you don't get to use your spells that day. What if you missed one? Not too much. We're talking about the Bard. This is weird. Look at page 165 in 2014 5e. Okay. Some spells you can't prepare. Where? And it must be from one of those 4 schools. Weird. What a strange stipulation. So yeah, bards can't use evocation. They can't use... Bards can't use abjuration? What? What do you mean bards can't use abjuration? Abjuration is protection magic. You give them transmutation, but not abjuration? Bards are, like, about support and protection. You don't prepare in slots, you just prepare them and can use any... Yeah, okay. But, like, that's weird. They also can't heal anymore. Wait! They have, okay, they have these ones. They have specific healing. That's it, though. That's all their healing. Does D&D by default say flexible spellcasters? I can't tell. Yeah, so they got rid of spells known and made it spells prepared. You can specific heal. Yeah, the healing spells got turned into abjuration? They're necromancy. Come on. Holy cow. I know they can heal with their bardic dice. All right. Let's get off spellcasting, otherwise we'll be on here all day. That's a weird change, but oh my god. Just let healing be necromancy. It is necromancy. Fun fact, back in 1st edition Pathfinder, healing was conjuration, which is the closest thing I will allow, because you are conjuring new flesh to replace the damage. But no, it's necromancy. Alright, so, Bardic Inspiration. I love that it's a reaction now. Bardic Reaction, or the Bardic Inspiration, you wait until somebody fails, and then you give them the Bardic Inspiration die. How is healing abjuration? I don't know, because abjuration is defensive magic, but healing isn't necessarily defensive. It even used to be necromancy? Really? Oh my god, yeah, D&D is just so... Necromancy is evil nowadays, which is weird. I love that Pathfinder does it as necromancy. Like, anything to do with positive or negative energy is necromancy. This is cool. I like that it's a potential change. How many do you get per day? Is it proficiency bonus? Proficiency bonus, yep. Okay, so twice a day at start. That's not bad. Level 1 twice per day gives someone plus 1d6. It's not terrible. Yeah, Bardic Inspiration being reaction is awesome. The healing, yeah, that doesn't scale, does it? This is great at level 1. At level 1, to heal someone as a reaction for 1d6, but at level 14, healing someone for 1d10 is worthless. Like, does it bring them back up? Yeah, so you can, I guess it's an instant... Yeah, because wounded and dying is not a thing in 5e, heal does mean that you can spend a Bardic Inspiration to not die. Yeah, actually, no, you're right. That's insane. That is... So, here's my problem. You are now encouraged never to use the boost and save it for heal. Even at level... Can we talk about how a party of 4 bards at level 1 need to be killed 9 times before they actually start going down? Can we talk about that? Just make a party of 4 bards. Shoot cantrips at everybody. They all just use heal. You need to go down 9 times in a party of 4 bards. That is like the tankiest thing I've ever seen. That's going to be the new, like, meme-y thing. You know, there was always, like, the peasant cannon in 5e. Yeah, the band! The unkillable band. And then they have healing word on top of that. How many of these do they get per day? When you reach certain levels, you add a specific song to your song spell. Okay. You always have that spell prepared. Yeah, so they always have healing word. So healing word is a first level. No, oh, you're right. 2nd level bard. And at 2nd level, you can prepare 3 for... Y'all, a team of 4 level 2 bards need to be dropped to 0 hit points 20 times. If they all have healing word and they all use their bardic inspiration to heal, you need to drop them the band-aid. Demon Rat, the band-aid. Oh my god. In lore, they're used as soldiers on the front. I'm banning bards in OneD&D. Oh my god. That's hysterical. I'm losing it. And it only goes up. If you're level 20, you've got 6 uses each. Remember that Healing Word can be used in every spell level. Let me get my calculator out. How many times do you have to get killing blows on level 20 bards? 4 level 20 bards. You get 6 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. Enter. Times 4. You need to kill them 112 times. It's like one of those bosses in a JRPG, like Final Fantasy, where you need to kill them all at the same time. Otherwise, they just bring each other back to life. Why become a lich when you can be a bard? Holy cow, that's funny as hell. Just break out the Disintegrate. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, that just made all of this worth it. I'm here for it. Bardic Inspiration die goes up at 5, 10, and 15. Simple enough. It's spamming max for 5s in Pokemon. Oh my god. See, Petals, I was thinking the boss, I don't know if any of you have played it, Final Fantasy V. There's a boss where you have to fight like 6 bombs, and if any of when they die, they explode, and then they come back in one turn, unless you can kill all 6 of them. It was awful. Also, they introduced downcasting so they can use stuff like mass healing word. You can okay, downcasting's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Downcast is cool. Can you self-healing word? No, you cannot healing word yourself. I mean, you can, but not when you go unconscious. Not as a reaction. Cool. Expertise and 2 skills. Sure. Then you just get to add... Does it tell you what expertise does? Where's wait, it probably said it earlier. Bard subclass. All we get today is subclass of lore. There will be more colleges. Cool. You can healing inspiration undead to damage them. Only if the undead... Ooh, actually. No, you totally can. If your ally hits an undead creature, you can spend a Bardic Inspiration die to heal it immediately after another creature takes damage. That's awesome. Does healing damage undead in 5e? That's actually I'm not sure about. And you can resurrect all the other bombs in a single action by sacrificing themselves. That's right. Yeah, it's a horrible boss. Because you're also down a party member in that fight, so it's only 3 members. Healing doing damage is not a thing. I would allow it. That's the kind of rule of cool I would totally allow. You get a feat. You gain the ability score improvement feat or another feat of your choice. Like, why? I get you saying it at the top. Why do you need to say it for every single class? Like, here. This is redundant. Jack of all trades. You can add half your proficiency bonus to any ability check that uses a skill proficiency you lack. I love that they just made this a feat in Pathfinder, by the way. Oh, it's restore hit points, not healing. Gotcha. I like that they just made this untrained improvisation in 2e Pathfinder. It's fine. I would just like... I like that anyone can get it. Doesn't have to be a class thing. Subclass feature, Font of Bardic Inspiration. I'm sure that's how it is already, but just seeing that you get it all back on a short rest. Those level 20 bards, you need to kill them 112 times, and then if they rest for an hour, they get it all back. Oh no, they don't get all their spell slots back, but still. Oh my god, that's so funny. Don't worry, Nonat, because you can still cast a spell multiple times, even when preparing. It just limits preparing higher level spells. Gotcha. If a creature rolls your Bardic Inspiration die and gets a 1... Oh, I like that. Is that how it is in normal 5e? Where if you use Inspiration and they get a 1, it doesn't count against your thing per day? Is that new? That's awesome. I love that. That's super cool. That's new? Let's go. I love that. Any feature that helps you the odds, that reduces the odds against you. You know? There's some stuff in Pathfinder that, like, it's useless unless you roll a certain number, but there are a lot of ways outside of just getting higher bonuses to make that number more attainable and just save resources. A great example of this in Pathfinder is it's the Bard as well. It's the like extended cantrip or whatever it's called. Where what's it called? Oh my god. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But if you fail the performance check, it doesn't cost a focus point to extend the duration of your Inspire Courage. It's awesome. Lingering Performance. Thank you, Olive. Thank you so much. Said they wanted to make Bardic Inspiration matter much more because it felt bad when people forgot about it. Yeah, that's still true in everything, though. Feat. 2 more expertise. Subclass. Magical Secrets. Choose a spell list whenever you prepare spells of this class. Up to 2 of the spells can be from the chosen list. Interesting. Wait, and from any school. Okay. So you can't cast abjuration spells until level 11. Feat, subclass, further magical secrets. Again, alright, same thing again. Feat, superior bardic inspiration. When you roll initiative or gain 2 expended... Okay, so that was the level 20 feature in Classic 5e. You may heal 1 HP and not spend inspiration, but it's random. You don't get to choose if this happens. And as you go up in level, that gets less and less likely. Because, you know, if you're rolling a d12, it's only a 1 in 12 to roll the 1. If they roll a 2, it still gets used. This feels very similar to 5e. It's still mostly 5e who's weaving. It's still mostly 5th edition. Feat, Epic Boon, which we'll see later. Okay. Recommended spells, recommended spells, recommended spells, recommended spells. Alright, College of Lore, which was always just the one that's just good at knowledge and stuff, right? It's 90% the same. Yeah, it's 90% the same. A little bit of a... in the gamer's dorkness rising. That's the bard coming back in OneD&D. Alright, so they get 3rd level bonus proficiencies. They get Arcana, History, and Nature. Sure. They get Cutting Words. Sure. Wasn't that a spell in 5th edition? I thought Cutting Words was a spell. When a creature succeeds on an ability check or an attack roll, you can use your reaction. Okay, you have to subtract it. Cunning Inspiration. You get advantage on your Inspiration die, which makes... See, now Cunning Inspiration makes that level 7 feature useless. The feature that's if you roll a 1, it doesn't count. Because if they just get advantage anyway, they're never going to get a 1. Statistically, they will never get a 1. It was always an ability. Okay. Improved Cutting Words. You can deal physical damage equal to the number rolled plus Charisma mod. That's fine, I guess. Like a D8 plus 4. Maybe. Peerless Skill. Whenever you fail... okay, so you can Bardic Inspiration yourself, which I think you can already do. Can you, by default, Bardic Inspiration yourself? No, another... Okay, that's cool. By default, you cannot Bardic Inspiration yourself. That's kind of cool. All right. It's not bad. It's not super exciting, overall. The number of times you've seen people roll Snake Eyes. Fair, fair. They removed additional magical secrets. That was the main reason to play Lore Bard. Oh, now it's by default. Now just all bards get it. Gotcha. Yeah, like, it's cool to be able to reduce enemy skill checks, but meh. It's fine. Like, it's not a lot. The fact that your 10th level class feature is 1d8 plus 4 damage on your reaction, and you spend a limited resource. Lorebard got secrets at 6. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't really see, like, there's not a whole lot of benefit here. The bonus proficiencies are cool. That lets you be proficient in a lot of stuff if you spend your feats, your skill bonuses elsewhere. Cutting Words is good. Who knows if it'll actually save it, but, you know. Cunning Inspiration is fine. I like Cunning Inspiration. Honestly, I do like Cunning Inspiration. Letting you roll your Inspiration die twice to hopefully not get garbage ain't bad. Just made your first PF2 character? Nice, Stamina. What'd you make? No, Roman, that's not quite what it means. I know people are going to use that as a loophole of, oh, since I rolled twice, I still rolled a 1. But technically, because it's advantage, you didn't get a 1. After any rerolls you might have, the resulting number has to be a 1. If they roll your Bardic Inspiration die and gets a 1, technically you don't get the number until advantage is taken into account. They did super buff magical secrets. Gotcha. Okay. So just, yeah, bards are sort of like, they made bards jack of all trades in Magic as well now, because they can cast from any spell list, which is still really cool. The fact that all bards can cast from all spell lists, kind of neat. It gives them a lot of identity, which I think is important. All right. Do you take bigger or better on advantage? Advantage by definition is take the higher result. You can't choose. You don't get to choose which of the two you get. You take the higher result. Start looking into Starfinder again since they got a good online character sheet. Do they? Oh, I haven't looked into it. All right, let's see what they do with Rangers. Did they save my boy? Dexterity, Wisdom, far from the bustle of cities, lore. Creating a Ranger. 1d10 plus 10, or 1d10 plus 10. 1d10 plus con. Strength and Dex. Athletics, Stealth, Survival, Animal Handling. Yeah, it's all pretty standard. Looks like, yeah, half caster. I'm guessing, like people were saying with Paladins, this is like a half caster. And they do get cantrips, right? And they get casting right at first level. Didn't they not get casting until, like, third level in D&D? Cantrips and prepared now. Rangers are half cast. Yeah. But, like, in base D&D, I think it was, like, third. It was second level? Okay. Okay. Extra attack, roving. All right, let's see what all this new stuff, let's see what we got going on. Light armor, medium armor, shield, simple martial weapons, 150 gold or stuff. Why would you need a longbow, a short... Oh, wait, I read that as long sword. Never mind. I'm stupid. Although, still, why would you need a scimitar and a short sword? Why is short sword underlined? Huh. All right. Ability score minimum in Dex and Wisdom. Proficiencies gained. You gain proficiency with medium armor, shields. Add half your ranger levels to the appropriate levels from other classes. Gotcha. That's how the multi-class half-caster works. Dueling is gone, huh? Interesting. Okay. So we got expertise, of course. Favored enemy. You are adept. You always have the Hunter's Mark spell prepared, but it still costs a spell slot. Oh, God. Wait, isn't Hunter's Mark just like Pathfinder 2E's precision? Hunter's Mark 5e is just 2e precision, I think. Hunter's Mark is 1d6 extra damage. Yep. And it goes up at higher levels. Oh, it doesn't do any more damage. It just lasts longer. So this is... It lasts for its full duration until you end it as a bonus action or until you are incapacitated. So, like, it's nice that you don't have to concentrate on it, but you can change the target as a bonus action. Is that part of the spell? If the target drops 0 hit points before the spell ends... Yes, you can. But only if it dies. You can't... Oh, that's true. You can use other spells with Hunter's Mark active, which was a limitation back in base game. But, yeah, it's fine. It gives you precision. It gives you precision, and if you get a kill, you can move it to someone else as a bonus action. That's okay. I guess... It's annoying that it's a resource, you know? Like, in Pathfinder, it's just an ability. But keep in mind, this is one of your 2 spells per day. Until 5th level, you only get 3 spells per day. And one of them is gonna be Hunter's Mark, probably. You can upcast it without being afraid of losing concentration. True. It's on... is it on every attack? I thought it was just once per round. Oh, no, you're right. Okay, it is every attack. Okay, that's fair. 1d6 damage every time. You could dual wield and stuff. All right. Hunter's Mark adds to each attack, not single per turn. This is a signature spell that... Okay, gotcha. No concentration means you can use it while raging if you multi-class... No, you still need to concentrate to be able to cast it. But you don't have to concentrate once it is casted. I think you still need to concentrate to cast the spell, but it doesn't need concentration afterwards. So I don't think you can cast it while... Oh, I guess you could cast it first and then rage. Oh, interesting. All right. Done with Lilo and Stitch. Let's go. Time to listen to a huge nerd. Who's the nerd? Spellcasting. Sure. Fighting styles. You have owned your martial prowess. You gain one of the following fighting styles. Archery, defense, or 2-weapon. That's it? That's all they get? Wizards is really telling you, hey, if you're playing a ranger, you're either using a bow, you're dual wielding, and defense just gives you +1 to AC, right? Who's a good nerd? Is me. Rangers can't use evocation. Isn't like... Aren't like the damaging ranger spells evocation? Like Hail of Thorns. Oh no, it's Conjuration. Okay. They didn't really use evocation much before. Like looking at their first level, Searing Smite was the only evocation they had access to. And Cure Wounds. Yeah, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, how much... Wait, Ranger 5e. What fighting styles did they get before? Because, like, let me see. Fighting styles. What the... Whoa! Okay, a lot of those are UA, but still. Archery, blind fighting, defense, dueling, thrown weapon, 2-weapon. Why... They can take other fighting styles as a feat. Oh boy! At level 4, instead of taking something useful or interesting, I have to take great weapon fighting if I want to be a great axe ranger. But that's such a tax, Zeke. That's such a huge tax to A, wait till 4th level, and B, not get to pick something more interesting. That's so sad. I love a great axe ranger. Like in Pathfinder 2e, a strength-based Great Axe Precision Ranger is so hype. The fighting styles are all warrior-coded. That too, yeah. Oh, can they not heal anymore at all? No, they can't. They can still cure wounds. They still get cure wounds. Strength Great Axe wasn't a thing in 5e ever? I bet it could be. It might not be optimal, but it still, like, works. But I don't think they got great weapon fighting either, though. Extra expertise versus reducing melee flexibility, but they weren't even great in combat anyway. Like, oh my... Oh, that's right. Rangers are only medium armor in this. That's right. I did forget about that. I guess they're only medium armor in PF2 as well, but it still works just because precision's so good. Ranger subclass. We've got the Hunter here. Okay, level feat, extra attack, roving. Plus 10-foot movement speed while not wearing heavy armor. That's kind of hype. Not gonna lie. In 5e, Yuki. 5e Rangers have... What do you mean? Rangers have been memed as the worst melee of the worst combat class in the entire game for the last decade. Like, for a decade, Rangers have just been worse fighters. Bilbo can fight better than Aragorn. Yeah, like, Rangers really struggle. They don't have anything that makes them better than fighters. Oh, man. But no, roving, kind of hype. 10-foot movement speed, super awesome. And they get a climb speed and swim speed. Okay, that's hype. That's huge. This is so tight. I love this. This is incredible. Roving, I'm all about. Sad that it's level 7, but I also understand. Let's see. Feat, more expertise. Tireless. Temporary hit points. Oh boy, level 11. I get, like, up to 12 temporary hit points. Like, 8 on average. Yay! A version of roving is in Tasha's? Okay. No, so what I'm hoping, Sonogo, is that warriors are going to get bonus feats. I'm really hoping warriors are going to get the bonus feats to call back to old school, where, like, the fighter getting feats was what made it a fighter. Bottom of the document's really important. Cool. I'll check that out later. Temp HP. They're so scared of temp HP. Reducing exhausted on a short rest is kind of hype. That's pretty cool. Feat. Nature's Veil. Okay. That's pretty tight. Just all rangers can now turn invisible as a bonus action and then get out of dodge. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Level 15. Blind Sight. Cool. Oh, so this is... I'm guessing this is why they got rid of blind fighting. This is probably why they got rid of blind fighting as a fighting style. Because they just get it at 15th level? No? I was listening to people who do math on 5e and 5e Reddit memes. I mean, look, it's a TTRPG. At the end of the day, your dice are what matters. Which is its own whole can of worms that everyone is too scared to open. Like, in Pathfinder 2e, yeah, the fighter's more accurate. But if you can't roll above a 5, you're still gonna miss. Like, no matter what you're playing, the biggest difference you're ever gonna see in modern tabletop role-playing is maybe +2 or -2 compared to other people at the table. And at the end of the day, that's the difference between rolling a 15 and a 17 on the dice. overall, it's very, very luck-based. I know I'm not saying mechanical balance is unimportant. I agree it is definitely important, but people put so much weight on that balance when your luck is what determines half the outcomes at your table. Subclass features, feral senses. Yo, okay, thank you for the 20 kzk. I don't know what a kzk is, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Underline means it's been changed from 5e. Ah, cool. My player sorcerer never rolled a 5 on magic missile damage. It's a d4. You got me. Damn. That's so cool.
Underlined means changed from 5e, bottom of PDF.
I'll definitely check that out for sure. Yeah. We're gonna get through the 3 classes first. Exactly why you chance to hit for actual DPR instead of, oh, I can do up to X on top of ability to make more attacks per turn at level 9 than fighter. I'm honestly, like, I'm not poo-pooing anyone who gets super into it. I am losing interest in, and this goes for me in video games as well. I am slowly losing interest in trying to, like, analyze and min-max, like, DPR, DPS, DPH, all that stuff. It's still interesting, don't get me wrong, but I think I've been so into it for, like, 10 years now, and especially after watching a lot of it online, it's not as important to me anymore. To me, I love flavor, I love versatility, and overall, like, min-maxing that plus 2 damage per round is just not as important to me anymore. I don't know. It has really, I've noticed at least, it started taking me out of the game. I focus so much on stuff like that, I forget that I'm playing, you know, a humanoid being who has a personality and goals and other pieces of gear and relationships and memories and emotions, and all of that is hard enough to keep in track that when I'm focusing on trying to min-max every action and ability and spell and target, it really takes me out of it. And again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing that. This is just my personal take. Exactly, Jeremiah. Maxing everything out is getting a bit overdone. I like being able to do cool things in big numbers. I love big numbers. And that is why I will sacrifice optimization for one big number. Like, playing that Giant Instinct Great Axe Barbarian in Pathfinder 2e, with garbage armor class, but when I can hit with that 1d12 plus 4 from Strength plus 6 from Giant, all doubled on a crit. Mwah, 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 mwah. Chef's kisses. Mwah. I'm not drunk. Yeah, that is a big problem in 5e, Rydenair, but I will argue it's not as big a problem as it used to be. Quick story time, quick tangent. Let's go quick story time tangent. Clearly you're drunk, the title says so. Damn! I've outed myself. Quick story time. One of my first times ever playing Pathfinder 1st Edition. Some of this story is going to be exaggerated because I don't remember the exact numbers because this was 8 years ago. But my first time playing Pathfinder 1st Edition, I played a fun little Skald. You know, he had an axe, he was a Barbarian, and he was cool. He probably had like a +5 to attack or something like that. I don't remember. But what I do remember was the level 1 alchemist who had done hours of research to perfect their character, to drink just the right mutagens that stacked with each other because it's Pathfinder 1st Edition, as well as flanking and min-maxing every little thing. I don't know how he did it, but he had like a +12 or something to hit at level 1. And I'm like, I'm over here like, I get to roll and add like 4 or 5. You're sitting there adding double what I just rolled to your bonus. It was so unfun. Like, they did not need the party because they had been maxed so hard. They were ridiculous. They did so much damage. And it was just not fun, you know? Like, it made everyone else feel worthless because they did twice as much damage, they hit twice as often, and just, yeah. Yeah, I know one Alchemist was the best for min-max because you could just stack mutagens on top of each other, which Pathfinder 2e got rid of, and everyone was butthurt. It was kind of funny. Level 18, Hunter's Mark deals 1d10 instead of 1d6. I'm sad there's no 1d8 bump in there. Why not bump it to 1d8 at, like, level 9, or, like, level 10? Right? PF2 Then place all optimization in base class and choice your variety, not power. Oh, all the power you have is in variety, not straight damage. Yes, yes. All of your choices in PF2, aside from very few, are about versatility and different ways to use your powers, not ways to get bigger numbers. I originally as being a moon druid with conjure animals. All right. We don't need to talk about the moon druid. Whoa!
Wearing a dapper outfit,
What the?
which is roll initiative. Much love.
What
my
the
guy.
hell? Jorge? What the hell? Oh my god! Jesus! I wasn't ready for that! Jesus! A troll wearing a dapper. Oh my god, thank you. Jorge, you're my friend. You're not allowed to give me money. What the? Yeah, that was a surprise round. I didn't even get to roll initiative. That was just surprised. Get dapper trolls. Jorge, you need to get, like, artwork commissioned of your dapper troll. Because I would love to see that. My god, thank you, dude. Holy shit. I wasn't... God damn it. God damn it. Cheers to you, Jorge. My god. When are we playing board games again? I want to. I always get really verklempt when my friends donate to me. Like, that's a lot. It's a lot to me. Much love. Drink well and soon. Let's go. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. Okay. Anyway. With $100 out of the way. You know what? Hold on. I will do this in Jorge's honor. I want to see myself on camera. There we go. This is a delicious candle, by the way. This is like cedar wood. Smells fantastic. Magic fire! The fire resists. Is this accidentally an ever-burning? Did I get an ever-burning torch by... There it goes. Oh, I hope you... Can you see the smoke on screen? Yeah, look at that smoke. Oh, I love it. Oh my god. Thank you, Jorge, again, for derailing the entire stream. Oh my god. Orcus is proud. It stays continual flame. Oh my god. Finally got the counteract check to work. Oh my god. Ooh, I've never considered a cleric whose divine focus is a candle. That'd be fun. Anyway, now that I'm not distracted or overwhelmed by emotion at all, epic boon. Cool. Fortitude feat. Okay. Ranger spells. Okay, the subclass. Ranger subclass. 5e. At least I got expertise. So what can the hunter do? I don't remember. What could the hunter do in original 5e? Because I do not know. All I know for Ranger is the Beastmaster, which was really unfortunate in 5e. Ranger. That's Paladin. PQ. Okay. Ranger. Okay. Hunter. Let's see. I have it right here. A friend joining an old game brought in a Lich PC to our mostly good group. Oh, God. Curse just an inevitable betrayal. All right. Hunter's Prey. You're instead of picking Giants, Colossus, or Hordes, you deal 1d8 damage. Okay, so they just got rid of the other two options and forced you to take the first one, but it works on all creatures. So, Rangers, this is just, yeah. New Hunter is weaker everywhere, but knowing resistances, which is not. So, yeah, that's precision. That's 1d8 damage once per turn. And that's on top of Hunter's Mark. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Level 3 with a short bow, you land a hit with Hunter's Mark on. That's 1d6 plus 1d6 plus 1d8. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. If they can turn the Ranger, at least the Hunter, into like a big one-shot, one-kill character, that'd be fun. All right. Hunter's Lore. While creature is marked by a mark, Hunter's Mark, you know whether that creature has any resistances. Oh. Neat. Multi-attack. You now always have Conjure Barrage prepared. You can also cast it with first and second level slots, which reduce the damage. Okay, that's cool. So that replaced Volley. So why is it... You also learn where they are? Oh, what they are. So they replaced Volley, which was any number of creatures within 10 feet of a point. That's the downcast, yeah. But, like, I like multi-attack. Like, I like Volley. What if I don't want to play a magical ranger? Like, that's one thing I love about Pathfinder, is the ranger is not inherently magical or reliant on magic. If I'm playing a hunter, I want to rely on my skill with a bow. Why does this have to be magic? Why do I need magic to make fancy bow attacks? Go eat a lemon, I guess. Volley was hard to use? What do you mean? Any number of creatures within 10 feet of a point? That'd be great. Plus Whirlwind attack. They just lost Whirlwind attack. You don't have to flavor it as magic. That's a lot. That's a whole other can of worms. Like, it uses a spell slot. If it's using a spell slot, it's hard not to flavor it as magic. You know, I can only do that 3 times a day. Whatever. Yeah. So this makes me worried. This makes me worried that Wizards has seen, oh, spellcasters are overpowered in D&D in the late game. What if everyone was a spellcaster? It's Wizards of the Coast, not Fighters of the Coast. Yeah, I like the spellless ranger, the ranger that can just know how to get through the jungle because they are experienced. You only get so many gadgets per day. Well, why does an anti-magic field get in the way of my gadget? 14th level, when you're hit by an attack roll, you can use a reaction to halve the damage. Is that how it is here? Yeah, so it's uncanny dodge. It's uncanny dodge. And you can redirect it. It's sort of a mix of Stand Against the Tide and uncanny dodge. But they lose evasion. Do they not get evasion? Does this dexterity-based class not get freaking evasion? What? The ranger is like on par with the rogue for dexterous abilities. Why don't they get freaking evasion? Buff Shaman, this is me drinking alcohol and reviewing the new playtest released for OneD&D, where they released details about 3 classes. Maybe evasion is a feat? Hunter? Yeah, Hunter even got improved evasion. No, they just got normal evasion. Yeah, Hunter just got normal evasion. But you can play a fighter with a bow or a rogue. Ranger is magical in D&D. What's magical about someone who lives and thrives in the forest? They're not a druid, you know? Give me the option to make them magical. Don't make a ranger magical by default, you know? There's nothing about the ranger that has to be magical. And Goblin Lord, that's what I love that Pathfinder did. There are optional Warden spells that rangers can take. You know, Heal Companion, Magic Hide, Gravity Weapon. They're all Warden spells, but they're all optional. I don't recall Aragorn slinging spells. Why wouldn't you learn Goodberry? Maybe because you don't have the potential to. Maybe because you do not have what it takes to cast magic. What if I want to make a gritty survivalist who lives by the skin of his teeth and doesn't have the ability to cast magic? That's not a fighter. Yeah, like that's like a fighter is not a survivalist. A ranger is a survivalist. Yeah, that's annoying. I really don't like it. This leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. Technically, Aragorn can cast a heal spell if he uses the right plant. That's alchemy. He just has the alchemist dedication. You make a rogue with more survival skills than normal? That's a rogue who happens to be good at survival. Again, you can flavor anything you want. You can make a paladin who has high survival, you know, and oh, he's a mountain man, you know? Like, you can flavor anything you want. There's something to be said for the base. Everything about a TTRPG needs to be designed from the ground up, because the foundation is what matters. People can build upon that, and that's what the game is about, is building upon the base foundation that the rules offer you. You know, the rules don't tell you, go to the tavern, kill some rats, find some kobolds, fight the dragon. They tell you how that works, and if you want to, the rules for that, but they don't build it for you. I want my rangers dry! Where's the lamb sauce? Think they should have done the DMG and reset the balance of the game first. I think they're going a little too fast. Like, they're trying to rewrite everything, but not... No, let me reiterate that. They're trying to rewrite some things, but because they didn't change... Honestly, even more of what I was saying. Because Wizards isn't changing the base structure, what they can build off of it is so limited. And that's what's going to be rough about OneD&D. If they aren't changing the base rules of the game, they're going to be limited in what they can expand upon. What does that imply? Wet Rangers? Yes! Yes, Rangers that choose to cast magic! They're wet! I'm not going to finish that joke. I am a PG-13 streamer. I'm not going to finish. You can extrapolate if you want. Rogues! Oh my god, if they give monks spell slots, I quit. Key points are fine. Is my ranger dry or moist? Is moist critical a ranger? Rogue start expert proficiency. They get expert proficiency in dexterity? Alright. Expertise, sneak attack, thieves can't, cunning action, uncanny dodge. Looks... Reliable talent is new. Like, reliable talent, I think, is pretty new. Yo, what's up, Kaizen? How's it going? I think key points are fine. They're the same as focus spells in Pathfinder. Although key points are long rest, not short rest, aren't they? We'll talk about it. I want a spellcasting barbarian. I would love a barbarian with limited spellcasting in that they attach a spell to their rage, and when they rage, something happens. That'd be cool. Hot, quick little tangent. I despise the wild magic barbarian in D&D 5e. The one that came out in Tasha's. I hate it. It's not wild magic. You rage and something good happens. Like, it's never bad. The wild magic barbarian is always a beneficial effect. That's not what wild magic is. I have drink this whole thing, so my opinions are now becoming fact. I am no longer wrong. Barbarian spellcasting already exists. It's called Psychic? What? What does that mean? I have drink this whole thing. If wild magic can't accidentally TPK you, it's not truly wild. Wild magic is an instinctive mystical response. It shouldn't be bagged as a defense mechanism. I think that's fine, but it should not be called wild magic. Wild magic is uncontrollable. I think that should be called something else. Like innate magic or something like that. Or like emotional magic or something. I'm spitting facts. I spit nothing but facts. Yo, party of two! What's up? But wild magic is all butterflies and roses? No! Wild magic is saying, I cast Cure Light Wounds, and then Disintegrate comes out by accident. I'm getting another drink. Strange magic. I'm getting a drink and you're watching an ad. Where is it? Where's the ad? Where's the ad button? Ad button, go! If you're still here, it means you're cheating. Are you still here? Do you have an ad blocker? Maybe perhaps you have something else like YouTube Premium? I'm here. I have a little bit left of this. I do. Cool. I'll just mix that in. Cool. Okay. Anyway, where's chat at? Also, we got like 200 people in here. Let's go. We just lost 25 people when I ran the ad. Is there any wild magic in PF2? There is. It's very limited. I'm not the big... I just gave you 20 chunks of no ad for me. Let's go. I will say, like... What is it? The wild magic in PF2 is not exciting. Also, yeah, I'm just saying, 172 viewers, 78 likes, kind of cringe. Yeah, Wellspring magic, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, Wellspring magic is awesome. I love that you get spell slots back at the top of fights. The problem is how little it happens. Wild magic never happens in Pathfinder 2e. Like, let me. Is it only on a Nat 1? I'm pretty sure wild magic is only on a Nat 1 in Pathfinder 2e. Wellspring Mage, which is generate. Let's see. You can cast fewer spells. Reduce your number of spell slots per spell level by 1. You get 1 less cantrip. And then if you roll less than a 6, wild magic. So it's a 5 or lower, and it's only at the start of combat. That's it. It's only on initiative. After that, and like there's cool effects. There's super cool effects. Like give me a number between 1 and 20. Chat, give me a 1 to 20 number. And I'll just pick one at random. I could roll a dice, but I like getting you guys involved. Do I have a Twitch account? I mean I do, but I don't use it. 15. All right, I saw 15 first. 15. Life sap. The surge drains your life force and strength. You become drained 1, doomed 1, and enfeebled 2 for a minute. Like, all right, initiative. I'm ready to fall. It's so bad. I missed. Oladel, did I miss yours? Pie? All right, that rounds down to 3. What's 3? Mass siphon. All creatures and objects within a 30-foot emanation become nearly weightless until the end of your next turn. Nearly weightless creatures can climb at their land speed and leap as far upwards as they could horizontally. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then one more, because I saw Olive send a 17, and Olive's cool. This is wild magic. Luminous pests. At the start of combat, numerous tiny flying creatures formed of bright, colorful light, such as bats or hummingbirds, emerge from you, flying in a 30-foot cone. You and all creatures in the cone must succeed a will save or be dazzled, blinded on a critical failure. You just puke glowing, flashing butterflies.
That's so cool.
Okay.
When you're out of slots, but the weave keeps sucking.
The weave don't stop sucking for nobody. Yeah. And like, when is it? When do you get the ability to automatically surge? Because you gain the ability to surge like on command, I think. What is it? Surging Might? No. Spell Relay? No. Where is it? Where's the... Oh, yeah, okay, so at level 6, this song gets so loud. At level 6, you gain a reaction that you can only use when you take a critical hit. But as a reaction, you make the enemy wild magic surge. Like, the enemy does it, not you. It's so cool. So you can just go down to a critical hit, but be like, wild surge! And the earth trembles in a 40-foot emanation, making everyone fall prone. It's awesome. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're done talking about wild magic in Pathfinder, even though I freaking love it. Thank you for the 20. Okay, I appreciate it. We have not gone to the ritual casting change. No, Goblin Lord. Was Ranger covered already? It was Mystery Shadow. Yeah. They've doubled down on Ranger being a spellcaster. It is half spellcaster, half martial, rather than it being a martial with spellcasting elements. Rogues, dexterity, intelligence, tons of skills. They get 8 base proficiencies. Simple. Did rogues always get... Oh, finesse martial. Was that true too? I feel like they didn't say that way, but that's basically what they meant. Because they used to get long swords, rapiers, and short swords. But now they can do all martial weapons with finesse. Was Bard any good, Amber? Bard was okay. It's different. It's very, very different now. And yet very similar. A lot of what it can do has become reactionary instead of proactive. like when someone fails a skill check, you can use Bardic Inspiration as a reaction instead of trying to do it beforehand. It's kind of cool. Yeah, wait, can they not use bows? Or are bows simple? Bows might be simple. Yeah, I think it's future-proofing. Why in D&D and PF2 I can't sneak attack with a greatsword? I don't know. Go play Pathfinder 1st edition. Though I will say, I just made a rogue for a new campaign. I'm going to be playing in Kingmaker. I'm so excited. I'm playing a ruffian rogue with a thunder mace. It's a simple two-handed weapon. It's only a D8, but it's still a giant, simple hammer that I can sneak attack with because I'm a ruffian. It's so exciting. Light armor, stuff. Only 110 gold. Interesting. Longbow's martial, but they didn't get that either. Yeah. Interesting. Multiclassing, 13 dex. You gain light armor. That's all you get? For multiclassing in Rogue, all you get is light. Is there anyone in the game who doesn't have light armor? Wait, is the whip martial finesse? Hold up, is the whip in D&D 5e martial finesse? That's tight if it is. The whip is... Where are you? Whip finesse. Oh my god, reach freaking sneak attack. Let's go. That's hype. Alright, that's hype. Whip is viable in OneD&D. You heard it here first, folks. Oh, Monk, Wizard, Sorcerer don't get light armor, just unarmored. Gotcha. Oh, did we finish the entire playlist of music? Play it again. Alright, expertise, sure. Sneak attack. Once per turn, you can deal 1d6 extra damage, I'm guessing. Either if you have advantage or allies. Oh, thank God. It's just d6 is equal to half your level round up. I prefer this so much over Pathfinder, which is that how it was worded in here? Kind of. I think that's how it's... I think it always scaled that way. No. Oh my God. Wait. Yeah, never mind. I'm blind. So that's the same way it scales now. Hot take. I hate Pathfinder 2E's low scaling on it. At levels like 5, 9, 13, and 17, capping at 5d6. The way it's worded, you cannot... Wait, really? Have advantage on an attack, at least... And you don't have disadvantage. Once on each of your turns, when you take the attack action. Uh-oh. Wait, is an attack of opportunity not an attack action? Does it count as an attack action? I'm not sure. That would be an interesting nerf. Where's attack of opportunity in here? Spellcasting, temporary hit points, cover. I'm really curious now. No, it says on your turn. Oh, it says on your turn? On your turn, you're right. Yeah, oh my god, no sneak attack, attack of opportunity. That's brutal. Interesting. Okay. That's a little bit of a nerf. Not huge. Finesse weapon or ranged weapon. Okay. Alright. Extra damage type is the same as the weapon's damage type. Alright, I think that's fine. Attack, action, and on your turn. Nonat once is not a D&D influencer. I would argue I almost am. I'm definitely Pathfinder primary, but I still talk about D&D, you know? From time to time. But I do not know D&D nearly as well as Pathfinder. It kills a few builds. That's fine. I'm sure it'll unlock more. Thieves can't. Cunning action. Still the same. Rogue subclass. Feat. Uncanny dodge. Take half damage from an attack roll. Sure. That's true. PF2 sneak attack is multiple times per turn. So they almost swapped Ranger and Rogue with Ranger and Rogue in 5e and 2e. Uncanny dodge is fine. Expertise is fine. They get evasion. Rangers don't. Reliable talent. I think this is new. Whenever you make an ability check that uses one of your proficiencies, you can't roll below... They already get a plus 15 to stealth. No, it's better than Assurance Gust, because you don't have to take 10. If you roll a 2, it's not new? That's just a thing? That's a thing? Oh my god, I hate 5e. Oh my god, that's broken. I can't believe that's in the core rulebooks. That's nuts. Subtle Strikes. Welcome to 5e Rogues. Oh, I'm well aware. Well, Subtle Strikes is new. You have advantage to any attack roll that targets a creature that is within 5 feet of one of your allies. Okay, so, like, you already get sneak attack on it. This just makes you gain advantage. That's fine. Auto advantage is fine. It's gang up. Yeah, but that's a feat tax at least. Uncanny dodge was always just attacks. Okay. Wait, uncanny dodge sucks now? Is that different? Uncanny dodge. Oh, it costs... No, yeah, it's still... That's the same. No, uncanny dodge is the same as it was. Subclass features. Slippery Mind we already had. Oh my god, Slippery Mind got a buff. It's Wisdom and Charisma now. By default, Slippery Mind was only Wisdom. Wait, it says attack roll versus attack. Oh, that's fair. Okay. So... I don't know. I think that's just a clarification. That's probably how it was always meant to be intended on attack rolls, but whatever. But yeah, proficiency and charisma saves. That's crazy good. Reliable talent. It's for against massive passive perception of monsters to hide. Gotcha. Does uncanny dodge not work on saves now? I never used to. It used to just say when it hits you with an attack. Like I get that. That's like I think this is a good change. Because back, I'm sure people would be like, fireball is an attack. They're attacking me. I can half it. No, you can't. Elusive. You are so evasive that attackers rarely gain the upper hand. No attack roll has advantage against you? Okay, that used to be 18. Now it's 17. That's cool. Subclass feature used to be at 9. Now it's 6. So you get at 3, 6... 10 and 14 versus 3, 9, 13, and 17. Wow, that's a lot faster. That's nice. Thank goodness. Stroke of Luck, which we also had, looks the same. Wait. Okay, yeah. It's just any D20 can be a nat 20. That's insane. Just once per day get a nat 20. That's insane. Epic boon of undetectability. Can't wait to see that. What do we got? The Thief. Fast hands. You gain a bonus action to search, pick a lock, disarm a trap, or pick a pocket. They didn't used to be able to search, which is cool. Search is new. But they can no longer use an object. Vorpal Blade auto nat 20. I hate that. So that's interesting. They can search as a bonus action now, but they can't use an object. Look down. Use magic. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. By default, they can no longer like open a door as a bonus action or activate a wand, I guess, or something like that. Second story work. You gain a climb speed equal to your speed. When you take the jump action, you can make a dex check instead of strength check. That's very different. Whoa, that's super different. They just get a climb speed? Whoa. Okay, no, okay, I think it's worded differently. I think that's how it used to work. It used to say climbing no longer costs you extra movement. Whereas now it just says you gain a climb speed. I think that's the same thing. Interact with object was always separate action, non-action. Weird. And then jump distance. When you jump, you can make a dex check instead. Whereas it used to just be bonus jump distance equal to dex modifier. That's great. That's really, really good. Holy cow. Great. Now the rogue doesn't even need athletics. They now can't heal you as a bonus action from medkit. Oh, that's a big deal, actually. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of little stuff like that. It's just gone. Supreme Sneak. We used to be 9th level. Now it's 6th level. Advantage on every stealth check. Wait! Oh my god! It's... So in 5e, In 5e, Supreme Sneak was 9th level, and you got advantage as long as you move no more than half your speed in one turn. This is just advantage. There's no more limitation on how far you can move. 3 levels earlier, and no limitation. You can't have medium armor? I guess. Oh, boo-hoo. You can't wear medium armor. That's insane. On every stealth check you make. Auto sneak attack. Rogues don't wear medium armor, right? Yeah, they just have dex. Oh my goodness. Alright, use magic device is also 3 levels earlier. You can attune up to 4 magic items at once. Whenever you use a magic item, you have a 1 in 6 chance to not expend a charge. That's new too, by the way. They just have a 15% chance not to expend a charge on a magic item. Okay. Why? Keep scrolling. Is there more up here? And they can use any spell scroll of 1st level or lower. You can also try any spell scroll higher. The DC is only 10 plus spell level? That's so easy. What? You get this at 10th level. Wait. Does this mean a level 10 rogue can cast a level 9 spell? Can a level 10 rogue cast a wish scroll? It's an Arcana check. A level 9 spell is only a DC 19. If they have expertise in Arcana and a high enough intelligence. They always could? No, they couldn't. That's all new. It just says ignore all class, race, and level requirements of magic items. That's all it used to do. Have to get a 19? Well, yeah, if you have expertise, let's be generous and say a +3 to intelligence, and you're level 10, what's your proficiency bonus at level 10? +4? You're getting +8 from expertise. You're getting +3 from intelligence. That's already +11. And then on top of that, you can get magic items that buff your Arcana. And they can't roll below a 10! Oh my god! It's automatic! They can't fail! Wait. Reliable talent. You cannot roll below a 10. If you are level 10 with a +11, you can cast every spell in the game. Without a check. That's how Thief worked from the beginning? That's not what it's... I mean... It says you ignore all class, race, and level requirements for use of magic items. That's so weirdly worded. I would not allow that for scrolls, personally. That's... There's sage advice. How it was a hidden rule before to learn about spell scrolls? I thought that was how you learned the spell, not activated it. Like... But again, the fact that they can just auto-succeed no matter what is insane. Spells. If a spell's on a class... Yeah, normally it needs to be on your class list. Okay, so the DC has always been 10 plus the spell's level. It just had to be on your class list. So wizards could do the same thing. But the fact that... But that's insane. That's still nuts. That a level 11 rogue can cast any spell from any scroll in the game without a check. Oh, boy. That's something. That's something, all right. Thieves using scrolls with the idea since they exist in older editions of D&D. I don't know. That's stupid. Thieves' reflexes. You can now take a second bonus action. Whee! That's actually new. No, is it? Am I stupid? No, it's not. It's not new. That's the same. Oh my god. Rogues are better with magic. Yeah, I mean, if you never get a spell scroll throughout the entire game, yeah, you're screwed. I guess, yeah, this is only as powerful as the DM lets it be. Do scrolls technically have a charge? Do scrolls technically have a charge? No, it is not a charge. It's just once cast, it's gone. Okay, that's good at least. Could you imagine 1 in 6 scrolls don't get consumed? Imagine you have rogue using Meteor Swarm because they can evasion for 0 damage. Holy cow. All right, let's look at some new feats. And by new, I mean probably old, but new. All right, parts of a feat. Level, prerequisite, repeatable, sure. Bonus feats at level 20. With this approach, each character gains 1 feat of their choice for every 30,000 they earn. Above 355,000. Okay, cool. Everyone's totally going to use that. You are the charge of my heart with your love. Oh, it's so... This relationship, it's so parasocial. Anyway. All right. Why is ASI a feat? Why is ASI a feat? That's so weird. It's probably only weird because I'm not used to it, honestly. It'll become the norm. Actor. Go to school for 4 years, prerequisite, repeatable, yes, if you have the income. Get a piece of paper that does you nothing. That's a weird feat. Anyway. I'm just here for the parasocial relationship. Yo, what's up, tabletop bro? I see you. It took me a minute to see you there in chat, but I see you. Freaking Heroscapes and all that jazz. ASI for charisma +1. Okay, so I was wrong about this. I was wrong in my prediction video about ASIs not being attached to feats. You have charisma to convince others that you are that person. Mimicry. Anytime, listen to something for at least 1 minute, and then you can make a DC 15 performance check to mimic it up to an hour. All right, that's fine. Is that different than it was, or is that the same? Actor can mimic any sound? So the reason this is cool, the reason this is not overpowered, is because most games allow like ghost sound and minor illusion to do anything anyway. Like, people will be like, oh, I ghost sound a lion roaring. And you're like, all right, there's no rule that says you can't. Oh, now it's a flat check instead of contested. That's actually really powerful. Athlete. Strength, dex, or con increased by 1. You gain a climb speed. You can write yourself up with only 5 feet of movement. And you have advantage on any jump. That's kind of cool. That's fine. Not exciting. Increase strength or dex by 1 for charger. You have to be proficient with a martial weapon. When you take the dash action, you get 10 extra movement speed. If you move at least 10 feet in a straight line immediately before hitting with an attack as part of the attack action, you get either plus 1d8 damage, 10 feet of extra move of a shove, and that's it. All right, is that already a thing? Charger works with a bow if you... Why doesn't it say melee attack? That's totally a typo. That's totally a typo. There's run. Eldritch Blast. Technically a spell attack. I don't know the rules there, but yeah, no, that's supposed to say melee. That's so funny. Run, shove with my arrow. Heaviest arrow into waist. Charger now stacks with attack action multiple times. Oh, that's BS. I forgot, because movement in 5e is divvied up. Well, because you don't have to... Wait, yeah, you can break up movement. Exactly. So you can move 10 feet, shoot with your bow. Oh, no, only once on each of your turns. There it is. Okay, last sentence. That's just me intrinsically believing chat the first thing I read in chat. I am the most gullible person I know. Okay, but what if I, like... What if I just take this? Can I do this? And then what if I... No, I don't want to highlight it. Can I... This joke is going nowhere. That's going to be highlighted forever, by the way. Alright, I must be new on the internet. Crossbow Expert. Weirdly, you don't need to be proficient with crossbows. You just need to be proficient with martial weapons. Apparently that's being highlighted now forever, too. Oh, wait. Oh, it doesn't go. There you go. Weird that you don't need to be proficient with crossbows. You ignore the loading. What? You don't need to reload crossbows anymore? What? Oh, like it just doesn't take... Huh? Auto reload? Crossbow Expert is nothing special? Loading means you only get one shot per turn. That's... That's ridiculous! That's really time for you to take your time to parse it all out. This was always how it was? Oh my god. When you make the extra attack of the light weapon property, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the extra attack. Oh my god! You can add dex to damage with a crossbow ranged attack? That's nuts. And no disadvantage in melee? If you're playing with crossbows, that's amazing. That's insane. Reloading is an ammunition rule, not loading. Huh. I won't pretend to know how this one works. I'm just going to keep going. So we've already been going for an hour and a half. Defensive Duelist. Dex 13. If you are holding a finesse weapon and another creature hits you, you can use your reaction to add proficiency bonus to armor class. That's insane. That's insane. It's 4th level, so that's something at least. But that's just a +3 armor class once per turn. That's... In a bounded accuracy system, that's insane. Yeah, that's honestly, dude. I have fun with it too. That's how it was before? Why are some of these in here? That's bad? What do you mean that's bad? +3 armor class? Sure, it's only for 1 attack, but unless you're taking like 5 attacks per turn? There's no more extra attack with Crossbow Expert. So extra attack looks like it's attached to the light property, so everyone can make multiple attacks with even without the feat. I know it's against 1 attack. If you're taking more than 1 attack per turn, plus you only use it if the attack hits you. If you take 3 attacks, but 2 of them miss you, then yeah, you just get to use it on the one that hits you. Unlike in PF2, you are taking 5 attacks per turn. Yes, but half of those attacks roll 5s or lower. Trust me, I've played in a D&D campaign for like the last year, and all of the attacks against my character, like, because most enemies, even at like level 10, have like maybe a +4 to hit, if they roll a 10 or lower, they're not hitting you by default. So you wait until they actually hit you, and then you use Defensive Duelist. I was like, it's not like you have to use it beforehand and then find out if it hit or not. You can't waste it. I do wish I could pair it with a greatsword. Yeah, plus this is sure, sample size. But most, again, it's a bounded accuracy system, meaning unless you're fighting endgame bosses, things aren't going to have much more than a +5 or like a +5 or +6 to hit is really good in D&D. Like, even I want to say a Baylor, like a level 20 freaking Baylor has like a +12, I think, at level 20. Which means even on a 4, it's still able to miss a decently armor-classed rogue. Axes are not built for defense. What was that Banjo-Kazooie-ass laugh? Your old DM through +14 shifts? Jeez. Oh my god. Yeah, because like, let me look right now. Baylor, 5e, D&D Beyond, has a +14. This level 19 creature is +14. How am I supposed to hit the AC 1 billion Tarask? You're not supposed to. That's the funny part. That's the funny thing. You aren't. Yeah. Well, sure, a lot of DMs homebrew monsters, and if you're homebrewing your monsters to have more attack bonus, you can't complain about the base balance of the system. Like, yeah, this is useless, because when I run the game, my level 1 goblins get a +9 to hit. See, you say my max AC was 17. My level 11 fighter had a 23 armor class at level 11, because magic items, because the game is not balanced. Alright, Dual Wielder. You get +1 to strength through dex. When you are holding a weapon with a light property in one hand, you can treat a non-light weapon in your other hand as if it had the light property. You can draw or stow 2. Wow, it's also... Wow, it's quick draw as well. Holy cow. So does this let you attack 4 times? Yeah, AC is so easy to boost in 5e. It's so broken. Like, the fact that a Baylor could feasibly miss a level, 2 character is hysterical. Drinking some jungle juice? Hell yeah, I am. Fruit punch with a shot of Truly in it. Truly vodka, not a seltzer. just 1 shot of Truly seltzer. We'll have to read the dual wield the dual wielding and light property. Tiamat hit that character once. we want that in the new book if we lose all the other stuff. I didn't even see the name of this. Is this just toughness? Durable? Was it called durable before? Advantage on death saves, and that's just straight up not action surge. What's that fighter ability? Second wind. That's almost straight up second wind for any class. I dig that. Oh, I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. Like, it's not as strong as second wind, I don't think. That's cool. I like that a lot. Plus the advantage. Now, I will say, advantage on death saves, kind of broken. Unless the GM is going to be actively downing, attacking your downed corpse, you're not dying. D&D 5 balance reminds me of Heroes of Might and Magic 5. You just need enough peasants to kill anything. Yeah, this is kind of broken. It's so hard to die. Which, again, that's true in base 5e as well. Elemental Adept. Spellcasting or pact magic. Repeatable, yes, when you choose a different damage type. Increase intelligence, wisdom, or charisma by 1. Choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. Lightning and thunder damage are separate in 5e? That's weird. Your DM would actively go out of his way to hit you when downed. See, that's just not fun. Sure, it's believable, but it's not fun. Sure, it makes sense to make sure every single opposition is dead before moving on to the next one. Doesn't make for a fun gaming experience. Thunder is Sonic. Oh, okay. I love how 6 people sent that at one time. 7. Oh my god. I love it. Ooh, epic. Oh, wait, sorry. Spells you cast ignore resistance. In addition, when you roll damage, treat any... Oh, boy! Treat any 1 as a 2! That's awesome. That's not that strong, but the ignoring resistance is the big thing. All right, I'm going to roll an ad, and then we're going to look at these super epic feats, which is very exciting. So, give me money! And for the rest of you who have, premium or ad blockers or whatever, share stream! Hey now, you're an all-star, got your game on, go. Hi. I'm back! Ignoring resistance is not the same as ignoring immunity. That's brutal. It can be a +3 damage to most of your spells. It can be. That's the problem, is you have to roll a 1 to get any benefit out of it. So again, if you're rolling 3d10 for your damage on this spell, that is 10% chance to gain +1 damage. Overall, it's fine. Alright, so people have not been impressed with the epic boons. Let's take a look. Epic boon of combat prowess. When you miss, you hit. Okay. Epic boon of dimensional travel. You can Misty Step. Epic boon of energy resistance. You gain energy resistance. Which can be changed daily. That's kind of cool. This is the best one so far. These are... Why are the level 20 feats the most simple? Why are these so much simpler than the actual feats? They're so simple. Epic Boon of Fortitude. 40 max hit points. Okay. In addition, whenever you gain hit points, you gain like 5 or 6 additional hit points. Once per round. If you can combine this with some kind of regeneration, like per turn healing, that'd be huge. This is fine. If you need to state it's epic, it's not epic. Irresistible offense. Ignore resistance. Luck. Once per combat or short rest, roll a d10 and add it. So you get, like, Bardic Inspiration. These are level 20. The epic boon of Nonat ones. That's combat prowess. That's this one. When you miss, you hit instead. Nonat ones. The Night Spirit. Become invisible. Okay, that's really good. That is permanent. That is quasi-permanent visibility. Most of these seem to be on initiative, yeah. You get like these boons once per combat, which is cool. Peerless Aim. When you miss, you hit. It's like this one, but on ranged attacks. Sorry, I'm doing this annoying voice. That's just how I read these. Recovery. Gain a number of hit points. Just regain half your hit points? Okay, that one's on a long rest. And you succeed every death save. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. You would succeed every death save that isn't a nat 1. Oh my god. Wait, is the invisibility... Oh, until you take an action. Oh, but wait. As we had this conversation last month, movement isn't an action. So, you know, you can go invisible and then just move. And you'll never, ever, ever, ever come invisible. Oh my god. Movement isn't an action, apparently, so... You should do different epic boon combat feat for when you attack overhanded as opposed to underhanded. Huh. Welcome, I'm No Chad 1. I'm here to tell you about our epic boons. For just $19.99 a month, you can pay to get these on a level 1 character. Oh, there's more. Epic boon of skill proficiency. Proficient in all skills. That's just not fun. There's nothing fun about saying I'm good at everything. Sorry, I'm good at everything. Also a rogue. No, so, okay, I'll add an asterisk to that. It's fun on the rogue because that is what you build your entire character around, and because Pathfinder has levels of proficiency, there's still balance to it. But in D&D, saying, I am the best at everything for one is just not fun. It's also level 20, and no one plays it, yeah. Epic boon of speed. You're a one-pump jump. Epic boon of undetectability. When you're hidden, you're hidden. No, Amber, I love untrained improvisation because it makes you okay at everything. It doesn't make you good at anything. Oh my god. When you're hidden, you're hidden. Giving up... Oh, that would be interesting, Angel. Or Angelus. Like, giving players one of these boons every, like, 6 levels would be kind of hype. Boon of the Unfettered. As a bonus action, you can disengage, ending grapple. So you just can't be grappled? Alright. That's so cool. Yo, Joe!
Thank you for all your videos, Nonat. Your channel is the reason I permanently converted to PF2E. Loving the stream.
Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that a lot. Oh my god, that's incredibly freaking generous. $20? I'm really glad you're enjoying the system, and I hope you continue to enjoy it, the videos, and the streams. I love having you guys in here. Thank you. Anyway, where was I? Oh, this is fighting style. No more no Chad ones. I mean, I could do the rest of the stream. Just like fighting style archery. You gain +2 to attack rolls with ranged weapons. I'll turn my frying pan into a drying pan. I'm just Brock from Pokemon. Hey, Nurse Joy. You're really pretty. You don't know me. And in retrospect, this entire character concept is really creepy. Was archery always +2 to attack rolls? Dragon Master. I kind of agree. They're very, like, they sure exist.
That's so cool.
Thank you for the $5.
Man, these epic boons aren't very epic.
Oh boy, I love jelly donuts. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. +1 to armor class. No. Dueling is +2 to damage rolls with one-handed weapons and no other weapons. So does dueling work with a shield? When you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons. In D&D, shields aren't weapons, right? Okay, so that just gives sword and board extra damage. That's pretty good. Great weapon fighting. When you roll a 1 or a 2 on the damage die, you can re-roll it. That's okay. Protection. Use your reaction to impose -2 penalty. 2-weapon fighting. When you make the extra attack of the light weapon property, you can add your... That's an interesting way to balance dual wielding, and I don't hate it. Wait, they changed protection a lot? Isn't that what it used to be? Isn't that what it used to be? What did it used to be? I could have sworn that's how protection worked. Oh, right? I was thinking the same thing, Don Pokey Life. That's why it took me a second to realize that archery was not an epic boon. It used to reduce damage? It's under fighter, right? Protection. Oh, protection used to impose disadvantage. Now it imposes a -2. I think that's weaker. It's more consistent. But I want to say that disadvantage on average gives you like -5. Yeah, disadvantage mathematically, is it -3.5? It might be 3.5. That sounds right. Yeah. No, I didn't even use protection with my guy anyway. I liked the one that lets you attack someone who attacked your ally and reduce the damage they took. Grappler. You gain advantage on attack rolls against a creature grappled by you. That's kind of cool. If you can grapple. Oh, and you aren't slowed when you move a creature grappled by you. That's awesome. That's fun. Yeah. And when you hit with an unarmed strike, you can deal damage to the target and also... Oh! Just hitting someone with an unarmed strike grabs them. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I love that. I want that on a character. Like, that's basically, that's combat grab in Pathfinder. Yeah, like, either a monk or an unarmed fighter. Punch and grab, that's huge. I love it. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing more of this, Urfar. More actual, just numerical adjustments, rather than just advantage, disadvantage. That's so good. Great Weapon Master, level 4. You've learned to use the weight of a weapon to your advantage, increase strength. After you score a critical hit, you can make one attack with the same weapon as a bonus action. That's fine. Heavy Weapon Mastery. When you hit with a heavy weapon, they gain, extra damage equal to your proficiency bonus. I love that. I would have loved to have that on my fighter. He was a great sword fighter. Oh my god, I like that. That's a base change to unarmed strikes. This just makes it so you can grab and damage to one or the other. That's great. So this is useless for small. Oh, for the grapple? Yeah, it's useless for small. Heavily armored. You gained heavy armor. And then master, +1 to AC while wearing heavy armor. Oh no, reduce damage by your proficiency bonus. I like this. A lot of this might have already existed, but I didn't know about it. Way better than -10 -5 plus 10. Oh, from power attack, yeah. Yeah, honestly. I like this so far. I like what I'm reading. Used to reduce by 3 always. Okay. Is Inspiring Leader any good? At the end of a short rest, long rest, you give 10 hit points. Okay, that's the same. That's definitely how it was. I don't know if the math is the same, but that's how it used to be. It might have been... Did it used to be equal to your level? Great Weapon Master was nerfed? That's still really good. Huh. It's slightly nerfed higher. It used to be equal to your level, right? I think it was plus charisma mod. Oh, gotcha. Great Weapon Master was nerfed into the ground? How is this bad? What, Yuki, why do you think every single thing is so bad? Like, plus 3 extra damage on every single attack, plus a bonus attack if you drop someone or just get a critical hit? That's awesome. It used to be -5 to attack, plus 10 to damage. That's fine, but the -5 accuracy is horrible in this system. -5 to attack in this system was awful. Yeah, I like this way better. I like this so much better. Consistent plus 4 damage versus risky plus 10. I'll take that all day long. Extra damage on 1 attack, not all of them? Sure. Yeah. It's only once per damage. Once per damage. Ugh. Once per turn. But, like, if you're attacking with a -5, you're probably going to miss some of your attacks anyway. You get advantage in so many ways. I guess that's fair with how common advantage was in 5e. And I will say, with the way inspiration works now, that would have been more powerful in 1D&D. With auto inspiration on nat 20s, you could wait until you get a critical hit, and then with cleave, use the Great Weapons Master -5 power attack. That's fair. All right, there's arguments for it. I don't think this is bad. I really don't think this is bad. Busted mandatory or not worth the feat. I would still take this. I would absolutely still take this because I love it. Especially at low levels, this is great. Keep in mind, intelligence +1. You get either Arcana, History, and Investigation, Nature, or Religion, and Expertise if you already have proficiency. Okay. You can take the study action? Is that Recall Knowledge? Like, does Pathfinder, does D&D 5e have a Recall Knowledge ability? Yo, that's new. Yo, all right. Light armor. Oh, thank God. Light armor and medium armor are the same. Thank goodness. I hate when they make you go light into medium, then to heavy. Okay. I remember not liking Mage Slayer. When you do damage to a concentration, disadvantage on concentration saves. If you fail a magical saving throw, effectively, you can succeed instead. Ooh, that's so good! That was definitely not on the feat, right? That was definitely not on the feat of Mage Slayer, right? That's new. Yeah, that's so good. Once per day, just succeed a saving throw. Medium Armor Master. You can add 3. Oh, cool. It reduces the dex cap by 1. That's neat. Mounted Combatant. You'd have developed a bond with your mount, granting... Oh, my God. Advantage on animal handling. Just to make them mounts. Advantage on attack rolls against creatures smaller than your mount. I like that. If your mount makes a dex save to take only half damage, and your mount gets evasion? Mounts get evasion, but rangers don't. They buffed mounts, but the ranger got nerfed. Horse rogue. Oh my God. You can use your reaction to force an attack that hits your... Oh, you can take damage for your mount. I love that. I love that a lot. Best way to get evasion as a ranger is to be a mount for a gnome. Veer is cool. I like Veer a lot. Taking damage for your mount, but you can't make your mount take damage for you. I like that a lot. Horses are better than rangers, confirmed. Yeah, the fireball goes off. The ranger takes full damage. The horse takes none. Oh, Lord. Observant. Observant used to be insane. Expertise in investigation, insight, or perception. Good. Okay, they nerfed Observant, as they should. Observant used to just give you a +10 to your passive perception and advantage on all perception checks. It was ridiculous. This is so much better. This is so much more balanced. Yeah, no one used passive investigation. Just use passive perception. And you can take search as a bonus action. Polar Master. Immediately after you attack with a weapon that has heavy and reach, you can attack again for a D4. Oh, that's cool. That adds a really cool, like, stab and spin kind of gameplay. I like that a lot. Oh, but that's right. Small characters can't use it because of their That's too bad. When you're holding a weapon that has heavy and reach, you can use your reaction to make one melee attack against a creature that enters the reach you have. Is that not? Oh, enters! Oh my god! Holy cow! An attack of opportunity on entry? It used to only be on leaving, right? Like, attack of opportunity is usually only on leaving your reach? That's so good. Resilience. You gain saving throw proficiency. Cool. Non-attack of opportunity? Well, no, it's not technically attack of opportunity, but it's basically. That's how it used to be? Wow, that's so good. I've never used a pole-arm character in 5e, so I never read that feat. That's super good. Oh, but it used to officially be an attack of opportunity. Now it's a reaction melee attack. Weird. I wonder if that terminology is going to mean something later on. But it doesn't work on spears. Spears aren't heavy, huh? Weird. Resilient saving throw. Ritual Caster. Choose 2 first-level spells that have the ritual tag from any spell list. You always have them prepared, and you can cast them with any spell slots you have, which is why you need to be able to... I love that you can take this feat on a character with no spell slots. I love that if your fighter has 14 intelligence, you can take Ritual Caster, but you don't have any spell slots. Oh, wait, doesn't require a spell slot. Okay, so you can still cast them once per day. Okay, so even the fighter can cast a ritual once per day. I'll have to see what ritual spells look like. But if there's some good ones, that could actually be useful. That'd be interesting. So you really can't learn new rituals with it? You can't? Choose 2 first-level spells that have the ritual tag. I guess they have to be first level. But, interesting. Sentinel. After a creature within 5 feet of you takes the disengage action, it's anti-disengage tech. It didn't used to do that, right? It used to only let you attack if they hit you or an ally, right? Or just an ally, yeah. That did not used to be able to attack disengagers. That's so good. When you hit a creature with attack of opportunity, their speed becomes 0. The halt was a thing, but I don't think... It always ignored disengage? I must have just been blind, because I had Sentinel on my fighter. I guess it just never came up. That's too bad. Huh. Alright. I thought Sentinel was only on hits for another character. Alright. You used to be able to copy new rituals into the book the same way a wizard does? Gotcha. Okay. Sharpshooter. Your ranged attacks with weapons ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. Nice. Ignores melee disadvantage. What does long range mean? It used to be you pick a class list and you could write down and use ritual spells. Gotcha. What is long range? Is that like double your range increment? Second range increment. Gotcha. That's really good. That's just a feat that doubles your range with ranged weapons. That's... No, it can't be 6360. Hold on. Long range 5e. Ranged attack. Official 5e. The longbow. That's ridiculous. A longbow has a long range of 600 feet. For a level 4 feat, you can just quadruple your attack range. What is that? That's not balance. And it ignores cover? You have to take like 3 feats in Pathfinder to get that. Oh my god. That's probably the strongest feat we've seen so far. Like, do you know how long it would take to move 600 feet? That's like, that's what, 10 turns of dashing? Yeah, maybe if you're not actively using it, Yuki. But like, if someone's 600 feet away and you know they're there, you don't have disadvantage. You are just as accurate. That's nasty. I love that. It's so broken. For a 4th level feat, that's disgustingly overpowered. Shieldmaster. When you have to shoot someone across town. It doesn't give bonus damage. It doesn't need bonus damage. If you attack a creature within 5 feet of you as part of an attack action hit with a melee weapon, you can immediately bash the target with your shield. Oh, nice. Could shield bash always knock prone? I knew it could shove. Could you always knock them prone? Yeah? Okay. That's the same then? And then just okay, that's like evasion with a shield, right? You use it it's evasion with a shield, but reaction. Okay. Shieldmaster used to be a bonus action. Oh, cool. Now it's just automatically, immediately. Okay, cool. Nice. It's still only once per turn, though. Shove can be used to knock prone? Weird. Skulker. Blind sight up to 10 feet. Exploiting destruction battle, you have an advantage on stealth checks during combat. Okay. If you make an attack roll while hidden, it doesn't... And you... Oh, that's cool. I think that's how it was. I don't think Skulker's very different. It's not very exciting. Speedster. Blind sight was a buff. Oh, okay. Cool. Your speed increases by 10 feet. When you take the dash action, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra... Alright, that's kind of big. That's kind of huge. Spell Sniper. Your attack rolls for spells ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. Melee does not impose disadvantage. When you cast a spell as a range... Was that already a thing? Was that always a thing of 5e? Does 5e just not balance around ranges? It used to be double? My god! 5e, you need help. That's insane. But, so that's a nerf for some spells, but a buff for others. Your 10-foot, 20-foot, 30-foot range spell now has a 90-foot range. My god, 240-foot magic missile initially. 5e is not balanced out. You can stack into the thousands of feet range. My god. I knew Eldritch Blast Sniper was a thing. Warcaster, advantage on con saves to maintain concentration. When a creature provokes an opportunity attack from you moving out of your... Oh, when they move out of your reach. Oh! A spell opportunity attack. Is this new? Was that already a thing? I don't play a lot of casters in 5e. Was reactive spell always a thing? This is old? Okay. That's cool. I'm learning a lot here. I'm learning a lot about a 5e. Weapon training. Martial weapon proficiency, cool. Spell lists, I'm not worried about. Like, there's too much here to look into. Like, it looks like... I don't think there's any new spells. They would let us know if there was. Like... It's just confirmation that, guess what? Spells exist. Honestly, a lot of this feels like a balance errata right in there. Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of these feel like some spells change schools. That's cool. Oh, yeah. What's Cure Wounds at? Where's Cure Wounds? It's That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Healing is not abjuration. Come on. It's really stupid. Oh, what? Resurrection's not abjuration because you're defending them from death? Oh, man, funny. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate it. Yeah, ritual spells can be cast without the ritual class feature, yeah. Used to be evocation, which is not better. No, it should be necromancy. Why is it not necromancy? Like, yeah, Moonbeam evocation, pass without trace, abjuration. I guess that would be abjuration. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. There's so much wrong here. Wait. Hold on. Why is Earthquake transmutation? You're not transmuting anything. You're just causing the ground to shake. In Pathfinder, it's evocation. Why is Earthquake and Control Weather transmutation? You're changing the earth and shaking things. You're transmuting the ground into California. Oh, I hate it. So Control Weather is transmutation, but Storm of Vengeance is conjuration. To sell new books for $60. I hate it. It makes me so upset. What is Giant Insect? Is that a spell? I've never even heard of that spell. You transform up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders into giant version. Okay, that just makes them giant. Okay. Yo, what's up, Doctor? Oh, don't you dare say you're old. How old is old to you, Doctor? You're giving the earth anxiety. Why was healing abjuration? I don't know, Amber. They changed it. Yeah, it's abjuration now. Necromancy did nothing wrong. Oh, it's so weird. It's so weird. All right, rules glossary. Typical difficulty class. That sounds about right. For bounded accuracy, at least. Ability checks, skills. I'm not going to go into the fine print of all of this unless you'll tell me to. Simply old. I want to hear a number, Doctor. Because if you say something like 18 or 20, I'm going to ban you. Action required. Making an ability check requires you to take an action unless the rules say otherwise. Okay. Check the new inspiration rules. Okay. Default DC for a check is 15. Huh. Nervous sweats. Artisan tools, armor training, equipping weapons, moving between attacks. Interesting. They are officially making equipping a weapon technically a free action. You can equip a weapon as part of an attack. Before... Oh, wait. Yeah, it is part of the attack action now. I think I'm covering it. You can equip your weapon as part of the attack. Huh. All right. Always was? I thought people... Like, I had friends who specifically told me they never make people draw their weapons in 5e because it wastes an action. Every system does it so freaking different. I hate it. It was not always this way. Meaning dual wield has no point. Dual wield had something that lets you draw both. And then attack with both or something. I don't know. If you move on your turn, you can use some or all of that movement to move between the attacks. Yeah. You got one free interact per turn. That's the problem, is everyone has been doing stuff homebrewed and house ruled for so long that some house rules are more popular than base rules, so people forget what is and isn't base. It gets really confusing. Attack roll. Yeah, D20. Arcane spells. Oh, okay, this Unearthed Arcana article uses the rules for attack. Yeah, okay. That hasn't changed. Oh, they've changed some spells. We got some changed spells. Bark Skin is temporary hit points? Every turn temporary hit points? Is that what did it used to do? Bark Skin used to be AC. Okay, Bark Skin used to be garbage. So yeah, Bark Skin used to be, yeah, it made someone's AC 16, whereas this just gives them temporary hit, looks like about, on average, 7 temporary hit points per turn. It's actually really good. Oh my god, that's really good. Wow. It doesn't scale great. Oh, it does, though, because higher levels, well, so higher spell slots let you target additional creatures. I guess like a 6th level Bark Skin, you give it to your entire party, everyone's getting like 10 temp hit points per turn for an hour? Okay, that's actually really good. That does scale pretty good. All right, that's nuts. That's really, really good. So for this part of the playtest, they rolled back the only PCs get crit chains already. Wow. Oh, it's concentration. Okay, that's brutal. But if you're staying out of combat, giving this to your allies is pretty good. Creature types, D20 tests. What? Congratulations! You hilariously messed something up. You're inspired to try harder. No. Don't reward natural ones. They're there for a reason. Like, you can't just reward failure. Like, if you want to home rule that, that's fine. That should not be the base. Like, failure is already an amazing storytelling tool. People look at a nat 1 and they think, oh, this is bad. This is negatively impacting my experience, which is absolutely the wrong way to look at a nat 1. I know my channel is no nat 1, so irony here. But no, I love nat 1s. Nat 1s are hilarious compared, like, when they are used as a storytelling tool. Like, you shoot an arrow, or you throw your boomerang, and you nat 1. Congratulations, your boomerang fell off the side of the cliff. Now you have to go find it. That's a story. That's a little 5-minute side tangent where something might happen. Like, oh my god. I don't know. I like it better than the nat... I don't even know if I do. The inspiration on nat 20s would be a snowball effect, which is not good. The inspiration on a nat 1 means a nat 1 is better than a 2. You now hope, if you're going to roll a 5 or less, you want to roll a 1. You are actively hoping for a nat 1 over anything less than 10. Like, that's the problem I have with this. If your dice is rolling less than a 10, you would rather have a nat 1. This makes you want a nat 1. That's a problem. Yeah, like, rewarding failure... I don't know if I agree with that, Yuki. I understand that, Powell. Like, I understand what they're trying to get around here. Is like, yeah, oh, I messed up. Time to kick into high gear. But why is it only on a 1? You know? Now, a 2 is worse than a 1. A 2 is now worse than a 1, straight up. So, by that logic, why doesn't the 2 give the heroic inspiration? You know, you messed up. The 2 is the worst possible outcome, only because you don't get heroic inspiration. Remember, critical failures are not a thing in 5e. A 1 and a 2 are the same number. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. Honestly, yeah. 1 is still an auto-fail. Sure, you're gonna pass on a 2. Like, in a bounded accuracy system, you're gonna succeed on a 2. You're not. You're still gonna fail. Like, anything less than a 5, you're probably gonna... Honestly, and the book, this actually says that. Where is it? Where was it? It was right up here. This actively says, unless the DC... Oh, unless the DC is 5. Like, don't roll it. But, like, if you're gonna succeed on a 3 or lower, you're probably not rolling. It's just... Rogues can't get a 1. Fair. Zombie with an 8 AC? If you only have a +4 to hit and you roll a 3, you still miss. With expertise... Yeah, expertise is, like, the only exception. And only if you're aiming at a really, really low DC, like a 15. Which I guess isn't low in D&D, but it's not hard. Inspiration was a forgotten mechanic in 5e for a lot of the table. They want people to remember it. Sure, absolutely. And mechanically, that's fine. I just don't like it narratively. I really don't. Dash allows you to make a bonus move during current turn. Difficult terrain costs double the movement. Tiny creatures is not... Tiny creatures ignore difficult terrain. Interesting. Oh, no. Moving through a space with a creature. That's what it is. Okay, I was misreading. If it contains a creature that isn't tiny. Okay, yeah. This is just examples of difficult terrain. I got it before you sent your messages. Let's see. For everyone who said you cannot draw a weapon as part of your attack, please reference the sidebar on page 190 of the PHP. It clearly gives drawing a sword as an example. Ooh, let's double check that. I've got the PHP. 190? $190. Interacting with objects around you. So drawing an action is an interact. Okay, but what is an interact? What's an interact? Other activities? You can communicate. You can also interact with one object or feature of the environment for free. Okay, drawing your... Okay, or you could draw your weapon as part of the same action you use to attack. Okay, that is how it was base game. You have proved it right. Yes. Weird. I think... But the problem is it's just a sentence. That is a sentence in the middle of a second paragraph of something that a lot of people probably looked over. It's still really weird. It's that weird overcomplicating part of... You know, it's not a new type of action. It's just something you do, but it's not an action. It's also not a movement. It's also not a reaction. It's also not a free action. It's also not a bonus action. And I'm like, oh my god, I hate it. Just give me actions. Would Halfling never be played if you almost never roll a 1 as you re-roll them? Honestly, that makes Halfling luck so much worse if you don't get the inspiration from that. I don't know if it still counts or not. Levels of exhaustion. Oh, exhaustion is now 10? Wasn't it 6 before? Wasn't the exhaustion 6 before, not 10? You roll the 1, get the inspiration. It used to be 6. Okay. Subtract your exhaustion level from all d20 rolls. I love that. I adore that. That's so much better. Spell save DC of any spells you cast. Ooh, oh, exhaustion's brutal now. Oh, exhaustion's so brutal. I love that. Oh, that's great. That's so much great. That's so much better. That's so much more interesting. Yeah, this is fantastic. I love this rework of exhaustion. Expertise, you just get to add double your thing. Yeah. Oh, my voice is starting to go. God, apparently 2 hours is like my limit of streaming. Fly speed, sure. Gaming set, sure. Grappled condition, speed of 0, disadvantage on attack rolls. I don't understand why you don't get a disadvantage when attacking your grappler. Like, what's the point? Like if someone has you in a chokehold, you can't attack them as accurately. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot attack accurately if someone has you in a chokehold. Yo, Andrew, thank you for the $5. Do a shot? I don't have a shot, unfortunately, but I do have this. And trust me, I am delightfully tipsy. I'm in a great place where I just don't give a hell what I'm saying. I almost said a worse word, but I caught myself. If you haven't... Yeah, but that depends on... That's where it gets tricky, Thorstein. Is if you are holding a greatsword, good luck manipulating your greatsword to hit them with enough force behind you. Like, at that point, it would be like, oh, well, he's holding you in this way, so you shouldn't get advantage, but you should, but you shouldn't, and it just gets horrible. Grabbed, yeah. Well, that's the problem, is there is no grabbed. It's grappled. And there is just one grappled thing. Tipsy bit is fun, but the title says drunk. Yo, what's up, Bernardo? Great to see you. Oh, man. Wrestling is a grapple too? Yeah, like everything is a grapple. That's the thing. It's one of the cases where the simplification and streamlining makes certain situations more complicated. And that's the whole thing with 5e that a lot of people have issues with. Grappler can pull you while they're slowed. So, yeah, escape. You can make a dex or strength save. Cool. Guidance has been reworked. It's a reaction now. It's a reaction that grants D4. Whoa, that's a huge rework, isn't it? That's a massive rework, right? It's got... Oh, it can't be spammed anymore. It's a reaction, but then they copied Pathfinder's immunity for 24 hours. Ooh. Oh, that's brutal. That's really brutal. Guidance just got, like, hard nerfed, which is good. Because in every campaign I've ever played in, it was always, here, let me give you guidance. Here, let me give you guidance. Here, let me give you guidance. Guidance, 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 guidance. What's changed? Oh, did it used to be touch? Okay, that's a nice little buff. 30-foot range is a nice little buff. But, yeah, once per day is brutal. Yeah, it's a maybe now, which I'm fine with. Because it used to be a must-have. It used to be a must. But now it is a maybe. Which it should be. The new help action. Choose a skill proficiency. Oh, you need to be proficient. I don't know if this is how it used to be. You need to be proficient to give help. I like that. And you can also give an ally advantage with an attack roll. Interesting. Okay. Is that different than normal help? Yeah, it makes sense. This is new. You don't need to be, you did not need to be proficient. Okay, yeah, that's important. I think that's really important. Because, like, so many games... I never stop my players because I don't want to be an asshole GM. But, like, you know, the wizard or the sorcerer with 8 strength would walk over and say, I'm going to help him climb the wall. Like, your arms are toothpicks. How are you helping him climb? Yeah, I like that. I like that nerf. That's a good nerf. Heroic Inspiration. Okay, just gives you advantage. Yep. I hate this. I hate this. This is my biggest complaint so far. You spend Inspiration. I mean, I guess it's like a hero point. I guess it's the same as a hero point. But Heroic Inspiration is so much easier to get than a hero point. Like, you get to roll first and then use the Inspiration. And you could theoretically get 4 or 5 of these per session. You don't even just use it to give yourself advantage. You use it to re-roll. That's disgustingly overpowered. Like, the hard part is I feel like OneD&D has not portrayed itself, or D&D 5e for that matter, it has not been portrayed as heroic endeavors of supernatural people. It's... You can only have one at a time, but you get one every single time you nat 1. You can get them from other things. Like, again, the nat 1 is huge. But, like, you get one every single nat 1. Sure, you can only have one at a time, but that just means you're going to use it every chance you get. The second you fail something, you will use it to potentially get another one back. Oh, last playtest it was before, huh? Nope, gives advantage. It gives advantage, but you get to decide after rolling. Yeah, humans get one every day, and then again on nat 1, so you just want to use it as fast as you can. Which, again, to me, goes against the point of Heroic Inspiration and or hero points. You want to use them for moments of heroic storytelling. You know, instead of going down and falling unconscious, or instead of, like, bleeding out, you stabilize, or... You know, instead of falling off the cliff, you use it to catch yourself. In OneD&D, they're telling you to use your inspiration every single chance you get. If you fail the check and you have inspiration, you better use it. Because you might get inspiration again before your next chance. And then you wasted it. This makes you want to spam it, not save it for good storytelling. You know what? That's how I'll word it. This makes it a mechanic, not a storytelling tool. And Pathfinder suffers from this as well. Absolutely. A lot of people, especially when you're playing once per session, you know, it gets to the end of the session, you haven't used your hero point. You're like, well, I better use it. And I don't like that. I don't think that's good use of a hero point. A hero point should be used to make the story more interesting and give the heroes an advantage, not make you more likely to seduce the tavern wench. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. As a software developer, I am sure that almost no decisions are made by what's easier to code. Oh god, I forgot. Yeah, you can give it to your ally, can't you? Unless they got rid of that. Yeah, no, that too. If you already have it, you get to give it to an ally who did nothing. You rolled a nat 1, cool, your ally gets inspiration. That makes no sense. And the swelling of the music is what is making me so over the top about this. Hello, Fry Minis. Thank you so much for the $2. Howdy.
Popping in to say howdy. Are Banderhobs in PF?
I don't even know what a Banderhob is, I'm afraid. But no, that is the nail in the coffin for me. Your allies are inspired by you slipping, right? Yeah, you chucked your throwing axe clean off the cliff with your nat 1. Your wizard is so inspired. Ugh. I hate that. I hate it so much. Ugh. Yeah. Frog monsters that eat children. In Pathfinder, they're called... What are they called in Path? They're in some of the adventure paths. Help me out here, chat. What are the... They're not Gripply, but they're the other one. Bog Boggards? Boggards? Are they boggards? Help me out. Boggards. Yep, they're called boggards. But yeah, I don't think they actively eat children, but they are like frog monster people. Yeah, look them up. Look them up, Fry Minis. They're awesome. Let's see. Famous Nonat ones, anti-inspiration. Anti-inspiration. Hidden. You experience all of the following. You aren't affected by any effect that requires this target to be seen. If you are hidden when you roll initiative, you have advantage. Ooh, it gives you advantage on initiative. That's cool. Attack rolls against you have disadvantage. All of your attack rolls have advantage. Yep, the condition ends on you immediately after any of the following occurs. You make any sound louder than a whisper. You make an attack roll, an enemy finds you, you cast a verbal spell, you aren't heavily obscured or behind any cover. Okay. They should make a mechanic for giving a DM inspiration if he rolls a 1. Let's make it fair. Yeah. I love villain points. Like, I've been part of some live streams where the chat can donate to give the DM villain points. It's a blast. Oh, Bander hubs do exist in Pathfinder, apparently. But they're from the first world. Cool. There you go. With the hide action, it's always DC 15. So a rogue after level, like, 7 will never fail a stealth check again? Why? Why will rogues never fail to hide again in their life? What's wrong with perception? Your check becomes the DC to find you? I guess. But that means they need to waste time searching. Like as an action. This doesn't even make sense, though. Yeah, I understand needing to search to find them. But hiding is the hard part. Like, hidden is the hard part. Staying hidden should be the easy part. And plus, again, they have to search on their turn. This means that you can hide on your turn and then do hidden things. This is ridiculous. DC 15 is not hard to hide from Tiamat, goddess of dragons. DC 15. If you walk behind a wall and roll a 15 in Tiamat's lair, they cannot see you. You have advantage on initiative. Their attacks against you have disadvantage. You have advantage. Ugh, that makes no sense to me. I hate that. That's also that. Search is an action. Hide for rogues is a bonus action. Oh, my word. Yeah, that doesn't help hiding. Incapacitated. You can't take actions or reactions. Your concentration is broken. You can't speech. You have disadvantage. Why isn't it just you're at the bottom of initiative? You're unconscious. What if you roll 2 20s? Oh my god. The near corpse rolled 2 20s. You go first. Oh, with the influence action, you can try to influence. Oh, interesting. Are they kind of taking the social aspects from Pathfinder of like the helpfulness? This action can be used only on creatures controlled by the DM. Can't be used on other players. Makes sense. They actually did. They simplified it to indifferent, friendly, and hostile, but they actually did. You make an ability check to change their indifferent. DC 20 accepts a minor risk. Huh. That already existed in 5e? That wasn't the DMG? Okay. So then I won't call that stealing if that was already in the DMG then. I just don't remember seeing that. But okay. See, okay, here's the thing with me. I never use Attitude. I don't know anyone who ever has used Attitude in Pathfinder or otherwise. It's a cool system. If you want your, like, especially politics and tense social situations to have mechanical aspects, it's great. I never do. No one does it in D&D either. Actually, Pathfinder stole it. Oh, God. Oh, no. We're the victims! Anyway, yeah, I don't know anyone who does. It gets in the way a lot. I use social HP. I use social roleplay. I don't know if you meant to do RP. Yeah, maybe in diplomatic encounters. Yeah. Yo, thank you, Jordy, for the $5. Big preach. That's so cool.
Any recommendations in terms of PF podcasts or series on YT Twitch?
There's one that I used to really love. I advertised them on the channel a little while ago, but they actually stopped. They're basically good. Unfortunately, ended. I can recommend a really easy one to get into is Party of Two, Jordy. Now, the reason it's so easy to get into is because it's 2 players. It is a GM and a player. That is it. It's a very unique take on the live play. And they do Pathfinder 2E. Otherwise, Min-Maxed are great. I haven't listened to them in a while, and we haven't been in touch lately, but when I listened to them and played with them, Min-Maxed podcast was awesome. Otherwise, unfortunately, I don't listen to a lot. I know Goblets and Gays are great. I know I play almost weekly with the owner of that one, and they're awesome. Four Corners. I am in the Four Corners Games podcast right now. We're doing we call it the Cascade at Sick Rock. Because that's a synonym name of the campaign. I actually forget. Fall of Plaguestone. Instead of Fall of Plaguestone, it's Cascade at Sick Rock. That one's fun. We've been having a lot of fun with that one. Yeah, Jordy, of course. What's up, Nairufa? And thank you, of course, for the $5, Jordy. Very generous of you. Appreciate it. Invisible, unseeable, you can't be seen. You have advantage, they have disadvantage. Jump. Okay, people said jump got nerfed, which is weird. Oh, you have social HP. Oh, okay, yeah, for political and, like, really tense narrative stuff, I love social HP. It's great. Jump is an action. Did it used to be a movement? You attempt to leap more than 5 feet. When you take this action, your speed must be greater than 0. You must make a DC 10 strength check. On a failed check, you leap 5 feet. On a successful check, half up to... The check's total is the number of feet. Okay. So, like, if you roll a total of 15, you can jump 15 feet? But can't... I think that's... Isn't this the... Hold on. Isn't this the same way... Hold on. I swear... I need to make a point here in just a second. That's a spell. Hold on. I'm gonna laugh in just a second. Where's jump? Oh, the music stopped. Hold on. I gotta boop. Yeah, athletics to jump. Yeah, long jump. Yeah. Oh my god, they took it from Pathfinder. I'm gonna say that about 2 years ago, a YouTuber mentioned that the jump action in Pathfinder is so overcomplicated. You need to roll and add the right skill, and then you jump as far as the skill results. That's how it is now. They literally, like, I don't want to say copied, because it's just better, but this is how it works in PF2. This is how it works in Pathfinder, is you roll your athletics check, and you jump a number of feet equal to the roll. To jump a 10-foot gap, you need to jump 15 feet. That's hilarious to me. That is hilarious. Yeah, if you roll a 20, you jump 20 feet plus your athletics. So if you have a +8 to athletics and you roll a 20, you jump 28 feet. You can jump super far. Yeah. In Pathfinder, this is the only way to jump. That is if you roll athletics to jump. In Pathfinder, if you normally jump, I believe it is always 5 feet. I think it's the same as this. I think it's 5 feet up. No, I think it's 3 feet up, 5 feet across. And then if you roll athletics, you can jump more. Yo, what's up, Wasted Space? Thanks for joining us. Yeah. Like, Pathfinder has jump, long jump, and high jump. Whereas this has all three of them, just integrated into the same action. Any commoner can jump 20 feet if they... Wait. No, because I think vertically it's different. Yeah, vertically is half. So any commoner can still jump 10 feet up if they get lucky enough. Which, to be fair, like, this roof is like 9-10 feet. Like, jumping and getting their feet up there. That would be hilarious. But I get why it's done that way. Jumping is a weird thing to balance. We're so close to done, but I also have to pee. So chat, I'm actually just gonna run another ad because A, I'm greedy, and B, alcohol goes through me. So money. And for those of you who don't give me money, you're stinky. Returning! Don't leave the stream! I'm back. Wait, Olive, did an ad actually get through your ad block? And I respect that, Andrew. That's why you have ad block and give me money. Again, like, if people donate, like, 25 cents a month on stream, that's, like, all the ad revenue I would have gotten out of you that month. Ad revenue is so pitiful. Like, on average, ad revenue is somewhere between 1/2 to 1 cent per ad view. So, yeah. Don't you leave, Olardell. You're not allowed to leave. I'm paying you to be here. I'm not. So, light weapon. This is like the biggest new... are shorts worth it? From my experience, no. I see some people have crazy good success with it. Zipper on Disney is a great example of someone who's killing it with shorts. But I spent this week experimenting with them. And I really wish... Honestly, like, I think they just don't work for my audience. I don't know what it is, or with the YouTube algorithm. But I learned from this week that shorts are not interesting to my audience. You know, most of them fell flat. Like, 1 or 2 of them got like 5,000 videos. I know shorts are getting buffed, but if my audience doesn't want to watch them or doesn't watch them, like, there's no point. You know, they are a waste of time. I could be uploading something else in the meantime. Like, I definitely took a financial hit this week. Because I made shorts. Yo, Rye, what's up? 5,000 videos. Maybe I tried on TikTok as well, which TikTok is just a grind. You need to upload like 3 times a day for like 3 months to get anywhere. But yeah, no. So I basically lost a lot of money this week because I uploaded shorts, which are not going to be paying me anything with the views they got compared to my normal videos, which, like, a little bit of transparency. An average video pays me about, I'd say, $50 in ad revenue or so. Like, max. Unless it's a really, really big one, like the Thaumaturge guide or something that pops off, I rarely get more than $50 per video. But, you know, you still think about that in a week. That's $100 I'm just not getting this week, which hurts. Just upload normal pants. Shorts are okay when they're jokes, but your content usually is more informative and shorts don't work. That's what I think is so interesting. That's what I really think is interesting about my audience, is so many people come to me for information and guides when I'm not. Like, I am an informative channel, but I'm also not. You know, I know for a fact, and my audience knows for a fact, I misread half the book. You know, I am not correct. My whole channel is based around making jokes and talking about the content while making jokes about it and overreacting. But overall, like, I am not the best source of information, and yet people seem to really come to my channel for informative content, which is really funny. Trick I'm told is to make content that is more repeatable. I just like to hear you talk for long hours. Maybe I'll just start making videos of me talking. You're one of the best for PF2 info because PF2 is so much less widespread. So what you're saying is I am the lesser of... I'm the best worst creator. I make learning fun. I try. I really try. I come to listen to you gush about the rules. Interesting. So you don't come to necessarily learn the rules. You come for my reaction to the rules. That's fascinating. I mean, low-key, Olerdell, that's sort of been my goal, is to be the Jacob of PF2. Not to be Jacob, because copying will never get you far enough in life, but to fill that niche for Pathfinder. You're the best Nonat one in my heart. Thank you, Rye. I didn't say you were informative. It says your content was. Do you know how much I have to read after you misread an entire book? Remember, first rule of CRB, you use rules as you want them to be read for yourself. Yeah, I'm not reading them wrong. I'm just interpreting them my way. So light weapons, this is a huge change. When you take the attack action on your turn and attack with a light weapon in one hand, you can make an extra attack as part of the same action. The extra attack must be made with a different light weapon in the other hand, without ability mod damage. And if you take the feat, you can add ability mod damage. Okay. So, okay, you don't. The first attack doesn't even have to be with the light weapon, as long as one of the weapons is light. So I guess technically, you could have like a one-handed bastard sword and a dagger. Yeah, it's no longer a bonus action, Rye. So like you can make the 1d8 like bastard sword attack and the d4 sword. Interesting. The bastard daggered. Wait, you need both to be light? Oh, wait. And attack with a light weapon. You can attack with a different light weapon. Okay, okay. You're right. You're right. So it can't be a light weapon in your tail. Okay. So it does have to be light. Are there weapon examples here? Do they have any weapons listed here? I don't think they do. That's too bad. So we can't see which weapons are going. But I'm guessing it's going to be like short sword, dagger, like maybe club, but I doubt it. How many light weapons are there going to be? Yes. So Rye, you missed it while we covered it earlier, but yeah, we covered there it is. Crossbow Expert. With dual light crossbows, when you make the extra attack of the light weapon property, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the extra attack if the attack is with a crossbow with the light property. Yeah, so that's interesting to me. In D&D 5e, do you usually get to add ability mod to ranged attacks? I don't think you do, right? Because that means you get to add ability mod. You do usually? Okay. But that still lets you shoot twice at range with ability mod to damage, which is kind of cool. Light crossbows aren't light, but hand crossbows are. I hate that. That hurts my brain. You can add your decks with crossbows and bows. Gotcha. You still need freehand to reload those crossbows, so you can't dual wield crossbows? In 5e, do you? I don't know. I don't know enough about 5e. I just read it. Interesting. Okay. Long rest, 8 hours, sleep for 6. Yeah, as if I could function with 6 hours of sleep. 8 or bust. Regain all HP. Regain all hit dice. Max HP was reduced. It returns to normal. Interestingly, so different than Pathfinder, it doesn't say you do these in the specific order. In Pathfinder, you regain all HP first, specifically, and then fix your max HP. So if you were missing 10 max HP, you would heal up and then gain the 10 max back, but you would still be missing the 10 HP in Pathfinder. In D&D, it looks like it's done the opposite way. So you're always back to full. You just need the feat because you need to reload anything with the reload property. Gotcha. That's so weird. Oh, are there repeating hand crossbows in 5e? Interesting. Ability scores restored. Does 5e have much ability score reduction? I thought that was gone in like 2010 to all systems. That's true as well in Pathfinder. You gain limited hit points back in Pathfinder. Some monsters, Feeble Mind. Okay. You can't benefit from one long rest in a 24-hour period. You must have at least one hit point at the start of the rest to gain its benefit. That's interesting. So you can't just leave somebody like stabilized and unconscious and long rest. They won't get the long rest. Feats specify that you get to ignore the reload. Oh, do they? Nice. Okay. If a long rest is interrupted by combat or 1 hour of waking, yeah. When you take the magic action, was it called the magic action in 5e? That's an interesting way to put it. The magic action. This is new. Okay. You cast a spell that has a cast time of an action. So it is now like a spell attack roll is no longer the attack action. It is a magic action. Okay. That's cool. So yeah, like Fire Ray is not an attack action. Which I guess it technically still never was, but it is a magic action versus yeah. Interesting. When you move, you can go a distance equal to your speed or less. For example, if you have a speed of 30 feet, you can go up to 30 feet when you move. Which, yeah, right. That's another thing that they sort of changed with the Charger feat. Now it says, as long as you moved 10 feet immediately before making your attack, you gain plus 1d8 damage. And because of how moves work, it doesn't say melee attack. So you can use it with a bow. If you have 30 feet of movement and multiple attacks, you can move 10 feet, shoot your bow. Move 10 feet, shoot your bow. Move 10 feet, shoot your bow. All 3 attacks get plus 1d8 damage. It's stuff that's gonna be errated. Like that's not supposed to be like that, but it's still funny. Yeah, you can break up your movement. Oh, Charger is once per turn. That's right. I did say once per turn. It's still funny though. It's definitely not supposed to work on bows. Breaking up your movement. Yeah, moving around other creatures. You can pass through the space of an ally. You can pass through a creature, tiny creature. Creatures 2 sizes or smaller. Difficult terrain. Yeah. Climbing and swimming. Wait, you can use your speed to climb or swim. So it's just difficult terrain? Wait, so you don't need to roll to... I'm guessing that's just for... So when would you ever roll athletics? Like, to climb or swim. Do you not need to roll athletics to climb or swim? You just succeed automatically? Only when it's super hard? But then what's difficult terrain? What's the difference between difficult swimming and difficult terrain? That's... Like, lifting stuff is athletic, sure. This also makes climb swim speeds not make sense. So climb swim speeds ignore the half speed. Climbing and swim speeds but you move the full speed in the water versus like half. You roll athletics to jump. So athletics is just for, especially with the feats that make grappling an automatic success, is athletics just lifting and jumping? Like I would even say like, oh, you could use athletics to break something, but no, you're just going to make an attack roll. Athletics is useless. Athletics is totally useless. Swimming normally is difficult terrain, while swimming against the current is athletics. No, swimming normally is difficult terrain. Swimming against the current is swimming in difficult terrain, which costs 15 feet of movement. It's still not an ability check. Also, oh yeah, jumping doesn't use, wait, no, jumping can use athletics. You can use athletics to jump. Yeah, DC 10 strength check, acrobatics, or athletics. But it does use athletics. Like, I know athletics was already kind of worthless, but now, like, I didn't know you didn't need it to climb or swim. Like, also, yeah, can we talk about that? No, Snow Edwin. Can we talk about that? DC 10 strength check, acrobatics, or athletics. Strength check. I think it means a DC 10 strength check or an acrobatics check or an athletics. I don't think it's necessarily like formatted correctly, but it means you can roll a base strength check, acrobatics, or athletics. Yeah, and especially because you can roll acrobatics to jump. Wait, what? It's formatted correctly? But you're not rolling strength with acrobatics. It uses your strength mod, but acrobatics proficiency? Oh, that is so confusing. Since when do you start using different ability scores with different skills in different situations? That'd be like, oh, make this Arcana check with your wisdom. I hate that. I hate that a lot. So Intimidate with Strength is a feat, though, right? That is a feat that makes an exception. But, like, I like making Arcana checks with Constitution. Maybe proficiencies won't be tied to stats? But that would make things even more complicated, because then in each individual situation, you would need to argue what ability score is being used. And then it would come down to a player arguing one way and the GM arguing the other. Like, things are concrete for a reason, because it keeps things moving smooth. If you just have proficiency in acrobatics, and you're balancing on a wire, oh, GM, I would like to roll strength for this because I have an 18 strength and an 8 dexterity. You're balancing on a wire. No, it has to be dexterity. But because of my high strength score, I have an incredibly powerful core muscle group, meaning my balance, which is actually a feat of strength, is incredibly well tuned, and I don't need dexterity because of the sheer core strength. No, it's and then you go back and forth. I would like to use strength to sneak, because by clenching all of my muscles and tightly controlling my movement, I don't make as much noise. Stealth checks with charisma. Oh, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, I'll be honest. But let's move on. It's the DM that can change your ability in certain circumstances. It's still weird to me. Musical instruments, 20 GP. Wait, a gaming set? I guess musical instruments are super expensive. Never mind. I'm tipsy. That was an overreaction. Primal spells. It's basically how mage the essentials play. Clench butt cheeks for maximum sneak. It's a DM who calls for rolls, not the players. Rule 0, DM makes the call. Don't like it, leave. Yeah, or you can play as a fun, like as a group that understands each other. I understand that DM gets final call, but as a DM, if you are consistently saying, no, it works this way, not that way, I hate that. That's not a fun DM to me. As a DM, I actively let my players describe things and do things the way they want to. That is part of DMing. But the reason I can do that is because the base rules are concrete enough that I know I'm making an exception. I'm fine with making exceptions. Exceptions should not be built into the rules. It's a variant rule, but it's in the PHB. Weird. Strength arcane to dispel as a barbarian. Yeah, it would just get really confusing. But apparently it's a variant rule in the base game, so who knows? Ritual casting, search action. Search action, make a wisdom check to discern something that isn't obvious. The search table suggests which skills are applicable when you take this action, depending on what you're trying to detect. Oh, I like this. Oh, I love this. This is such a helpful table. And I love that search is not just looking around. Oh, this is so good. This is so helpful. Like, what are you searching for? Food? Roll survival. Are you searching for the cause of an ailment? Oh, that's so good. No longer is it this weird enigmatic medicine check. Now you can say, I would like to search for what's wrong with him. I love that. Athletics, intelligence to know exactly where. Oh, I love that, Matthew. Short sword is now... Oh, short sword used to be martial? Oh, geez. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for simple short sword. I've got recall knowledge with a similar table. Let's go. Slowed condition. You must spend one... Okay, half movement. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You have disadvantage on dex saves. Makes sense. Let's see. Study action. Okay, when you take the study action, you make an intelligence check to study your memory, a book, a creature, a blah, 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 blah. The areas of knowledge table suggest which skills are applicable when you take this action. Okay. Investigation is a study action. Weird. Okay. This is such a helpful table, though. Just this table. Short swords are no, short swords aren't martial. Short sword, I will put money on short swords being simple weapons in Pathfinder 2e. I rescind my money. I'm wrong. Why are short swords martial? Weird. But yeah, no, I love that recall knowledge is in 5e now. And this is the most useful table I've seen in a long time. What to roll when trying to find information about what? Give us money? I don't know what you're talking about. I never said money. I never said anything about money. Do you need a loan for the bet you just lost? No. Actually, you know what? I'll get you your money. Give me like 30 seconds to get the money. See, that joke is a lot funnier for the people who actually have to watch the ad. But for those of you premiums and ad blockers, you don't get to enjoy the joke. The irony is lost on you. Yo, what's up, Elowen? It's recorded. Oh, man. Ad block moment. Swim speed, tool proficiency, teleportation. Is there new rules to this? Teleportation never provokes attacks of opportunity. That's an interesting sentence. Oh, man. Wait, Bernardo, why did you time out Connor? All he said was bruh. Yo, Bernardo, why did you time out Connor? All he said was bruh. Was that an accident? It says Connor was... Can I untime you out? Oh my god, what happened? There's no untimeout button. It says Connor was timed out by Bernardo for 300 seconds. No, Connor, stay with us. You're okay. You didn't do anything wrong. I don't think you can untime out. That's 5 freaking minutes. I'm sorry, Connor. I promise you're okay. I have no idea what happened there. Yo, chat, can we get a bruh for Connor? Hashtag bruh for Connor. It looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. Yo, bruhs for Connor. Bruhs for Connor. Oh, that's interesting. Oh no, did they remove the damage you take if you teleport into an occupied space? Because I think in 5e it used to be, if you teleport into an occupied space, you take damage. Right? Let me see. Teleportation 5e. Because, like, teleport the spell would be 3d10 force damage. At least the mishap would be. How much I'm supposed to know? I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. Teleport's so complicated in 5e, so we'll just move on. Most things just don't let you. What about casting teleportation? I don't know. Does that have... I mean, I don't know how casting spells works with attacks of opportunity. It's only verbal, so in Pathfinder, no, it would not. 5e teleport is orange. I love 5e teleport. I really, really love 5e teleport and how random it is. But my issue with 5e teleport is how much, like, you get to try to defend it. Like, oh, I've carefully studied a picture of this place, so I'm familiar with it, so I should be able to teleport there on a 5. Yo, Jordy with the $2 bruh for Connor.
That's so cool.
Brew.
Brew. Can you tell me about different teleport in other systems? Pathfinder 2e is a little different. It's still complicated because there's no way to do an uncomplicated teleport. Teleport in Pathfinder just limits the range. You and the targets are instantly transported to any location within range as long as you can identify it by both its position relative to where you are and its appearance. Incorrect knowledge causes the spell to fail, but it could lead to teleporting to an unwanted location or other mishap determined by GM. So weirdly, in like an inverse of the usual, 5e teleport is more overly texted and complicated, whereas Pathfinder teleport is much more like GM discretion. Yeah, which is so backwards for the two systems. Usually 5e is all about the GM. That's an interesting little... Tremor Sense can pinpoint the location of creatures and objects within a specific range, provided that is detecting are both in contact with the same surface or the same liquid. Oh, Tremor Sense works in water, too. Huh. All right. Unarmed Strike, Strength mod plus Proficiency. So everyone's trained in Unarmed Strike. Okay. 1+ Strength mod. Or Grappled. Or Shoved. Oh, that's it. That's just the end. Well, we're definitely not ending the stream until Connor gets back in here. Like, I know Connor's here. I don't think timing them out would kick them out of the stream. So hopefully Connor can rejoin us so we're not ending. This is interesting. I very much understand why all of the reactions to this are, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's so back and forth. I'm fine with Wave Sense and Charmer Sense being the same thing. That's fine to me. Interesting. There's a lot here. There's a lot. Ranger is probably what I'm most upset about. The fact that Ranger doesn't get evasion is insane, and the fact that Hunter is a magical subclass is weird to me. I'm interested to see where it goes. Priced errata 100%. It's not. You're not wrong. It's gonna be a paid errata. There's a lot of new stuff, but overall it's reworks. I'll be curious to see if the final product is more or less balanced than current 5e. There's got to be more to it with feats being pushed so heavily. I wonder. Here's an interesting concept while we're waiting for Is this me? There we go. Is computer audio still in here? No. There's no music. Fine. It's whatever. I'll mute the music. What's interesting here is that I wonder if part of the reason that player characters are getting more advantage, especially with inspiration, players are getting more advantage, monsters are a little bit less lethal, and things overall are... Oh, Connor! Connor's back, bro! Welcome back! The attack on my life has left me scarred and deformed. I'm sorry, Connor. Connor, welcome back. I'm so glad you're okay. Let me finish up my statement before I lose it. I'm wondering if part of the reason players are getting a lot more powerful options, stronger options earlier, and monsters are getting weaker is because we are now emphasizing feats and thus not emphasizing ASIs. ASIs are still there. You can still take an ASI, but you're going to miss out on a lot of other stuff. So on average, like a level 8 character is going to be 2 ability score points behind the average 5e character. You know, the average 5e character could have a 20 strength and an 18 dexterity with no feats. But a OneD&D character with feats might have a 20 strength or an 18 dexterity, but not both. So I wonder if they're powering these up in a way that makes higher ability scores less important. It's gonna suck for mad classes. Ooh, you're not wrong, Edwin. It's gonna be rough for mad classes who need those ASIs and just won't get to take feats. That's gonna suck. And did any of these feats, a lot of these feats said, like, warrior and stuff, like, where are they? Although not many of them. Almost none of these were class-specific. Like, for how much they touted them being, like, class groups and class-specific feats, you know, you don't need to be a warrior to take Grappler. That's not a prerequisite. Like, warrior group is fighting styles, which is cool, I guess. The epic boons are class-specific. But, like, none of these feats, actually going back through them, Dual Wielder isn't for warriors. Charger isn't for warriors. Like, none of these are for different... What's the point? Like, none of these... Almost half the 4th level feats are half ASI, so it's not a big thing. But over time, that catches up to you, you know? But yeah, I don't know. There's, like... It's weird that they're making class feats such a big... Or class group such a big deal. And then they don't do much with it. Like, there's very few. Like, the only things I can really see are some of the epic boons and the fighting styles. They're going to be level 4 plus fighting style feats exclusive to warriors? Maybe. They didn't include any warrior, priest, or mage feats except ones rangers could get. I see that, but I also don't see any expert feats. Like, not counting the epic boons, because those do not count as feats. I see... Do I see... Here, I'll put us back on the main screen. I don't see any expert class group feats. None of these have prerequisite... Like, the proficiency with martial weapons. None of these require expert. None of these require a class group. Yeah, none of them. Literally none of them. Outside of the epic level 20 boons, not a single feat released requires expert. There should be a link in the description, Connor. There should be a link in the description of the video. Yeah, join the community Discord is in the description of the stream. But oh man, it's something. I will have to see what's to come. I'm excited to see more class playtests. I'm really excited for warrior. I don't know how much playtest there will be for mages and priests, but we'll have to wait and see. But for now, I think I'm going to call it. My voice is shot. This went about an hour longer than I expected, but that was awesome because so many of you showed up. We had like 200 people in here at one point. This is one of the UA documents of all time. All right, I'm going to turn it in. I'm going to go get some dinner and get ready for Pathfinder tonight. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you for going over all of this with me. This was super fun. And I'm looking forward to the next one. I'll be definitely doing this with all of the OneD&D playtests because I think they're super fun streams. And I'll try to stream a little more often because I love streaming with you guys. I love having you guys in chat and getting to talk to you 1-on-100. It's a blast. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next week for back to sort of more basic style content. All right? See you later. Where's the end stream button? There it is.